Good evening, people in the Philippines. Good morning to my people in the States. How you doing? We back with another live stream. So I'm just gonna wait for a little bit more people to come in. Welcome on in, guys. Let's end another week and start a new one. Let's do it together. Hope in the Philippines, what's going on, brother? Yeah, call me when you get a chance. Kalo, what's going on? How you doing? Let me charge my phone here. Make sure my phone is charged. Dante Ellis, what's going on? What's going on, man? Kalo, what's up? What's going on? Dante Ellis. Thank you guys for coming early. Also, we're gonna start the show off right. We already got Kay with me. What's going on, Kay? Let's get it started early.
Hi guys, we're
Sunny
starting
Law
so late,
Missionaries.
but it's early.
Yeah. Sunny
Ready
Law
for
Missionaries. How you doing? Also, we got David Matthews here. Chad C, how you doing, brother? What's going on? So I wanted to talk about, last week what happened. I think a lot of guys got mistaken what I was showing. I wasn't trying to, show that Filipinas weren't into guys in the States. I wasn't showing that at all. I was trying to show the brother who pretty much tried to buy the girl, He tried to buy the girl and he was sadly mistaken because he thought Filipinas go for that, meaning he thought he could say, hey, I'm going to take you to the U.S., pretty much throw a green card in the girl's face, and she goes for it. And she's going to go for that. And she doesn't know you. So that's what happened. That's what the guy did to her. And she rejected it, You don't come off on a girl like that when you first meet her. And it was that wrong. And so I showed it in the video. And the video was about, Filipinos aren't just looking for your money. And it's not the case of a lot of guys were commenting saying, they were saying, hey, Jay, it's not true. The guys, Filipinos, of course, they're looking. Well, no, of course they are. They want a man that's stable. Nobody wants a guy that doesn't have money, okay? But it's more than just that. I mean, it's more than just, the Filipino wants money. There's such a thing as Filipino pride, okay? And still, all in all, that's why you see so many Filipinos here that are poor, and then you come to the country, they have smiles on their face, and they're happy doing that job that isn't paying money. Okay, that's Filipino pride. There is such a thing as that. And I want you guys to understand, I'm actually going to show that a lot. And I've showed it before. I think a lot of times I didn't really show it because over in Pasay, you have a lot of people that beg for money. But that's really only one city that's like that in the Philippines. There was only one place. And it's not the whole city. It's a couple of people that choose to do that. And for the most part, everywhere you go in the Philippines, everybody's hardworking. And they're looking to make their own, okay? And Filipinos are like that too for the most part. Now, I'll tell you this, when you come in the Philippines, I have my boy's here, right? He came here about 4 years ago, my boy. And I don't want to say his name, but he came here. Of course, he wants to be with a Filipino. He wants to get married, but he's having a hard time. He still hasn't found his lady yet. And I'll tell you why. I remember before a couple of years ago, I told him, I spoke about, when you're in the mall, you need to go up to a woman and talk to him. And he's not aggressive like that. So he came out to the Philippines. He's a little shy. He's standoffish. He's not going to go up to a Filipino and approach her in public. So he's still having a hard time finding a woman. And for the most part, the women are going to be shy here. They're not going to throw themselves at you. Only time they'll throw themselves at you really is if you're in those seedy areas, if you're in the Angela City, if you're sometimes in the province it happens, but it's not like women are just going to throw themselves at you like that. And I want you guys to understand it. It's not like how some bloggers make it seem. Filipinos aren't just sitting there waiting to throw themselves at you. It doesn't work like that. Is the Philippines or Southeast Asian countries really as good as people say they are? Well, no, the countries are good. And And by me saying this, guys, I'm not trying to defend Filipinas or Filipinos at all. I'm not doing that. I'm just letting you know the facts. And some of you guys that have been here before, you'll know. You'll know when you get here and you say, "Oh wow, it's not how guys made it seem." They make it seem like Filipinos are gonna be waiting at the airport, like just bowing down to you. It's not like that, And if you come here with that energy, you'll be sadly mistaken, and you'll be very lonely. Because I know there's a lot of you guys coming here that are shy, that are not going to put yourselves out there like that. And it's an example of my friend. He gets dates, but he's looking for something more. He's looking for more. And I'll talk to him later, about finding a woman of God and the right woman of God, because it's a difference. Not all women in the church, and I don't want to, talk about any denominations or anything like that. But a lot of times, the woman in the church, you'll find a lot of churches where women aren't really about the Bible, and so you got to be careful sometimes with women in the church. There's a lot of wet sinners in the church, as far as the people that are baptized, but are still deep sinners. They come up greasy demons, or wet demons, because it's really like that. And there's a lot of women like that. A lot of times you get caught up, and the woman's a Christian, and it's not the woman for you. And my boy is actually experiencing that, because in the Philippines, there are tons of Christians, but not really. Being a Christian is about following Christ. So a lot of times, some guys think they got the woman in the church and they're good, and it's not true. So, but I don't want to go deep into that. I'm waiting. My guests are going to come on. I have one in the back office already. I'm waiting for his significant other, and he's here right now. And thank you for coming early, brother. I'm sure she's getting ready. And he said, why would Filipinos want to be with foreigners? And is it real love? Well, it is. It is. The crazy thing, what a lot of people got wrong, Hercules, and I was hoping they didn't get that wrong, but they did. And she was a little bit cocky. She was. The girl, I admit, the girl was a little bit cocky, and her energy came through in the video, and you guys felt it, and it was insulting. So I can understand how some guys can get insulted, but she meant, what happened?
Then the boyfriend said she has a blackout, bro. I think brown out.
Yeah.
But she's still coming, right?
Well, I'm sure. No, we'll give it time.
Yeah. We'll let you in once Danica is here, and we're happy that you're so early on time.
Yes. He's on time. Yeah, but actually, we know it's around the time. Actually, I got the live stream started late. Everybody knows I usually start the live around 9 on the dot. But today I'm kind of late.
Let me message him.
Hold on. Hercules said, why would Filipinos want to be with foreigners, and is it real love? Well, I'm going to keep it real. For the most part, Filipinos don't want to be with foreigners. I know, hey, I don't want to make it. I'm not trying to discourage anybody, but it's true. It's facts. For the most part, Filipinos want to be with Filipinos. It's facts. Okay. I remember I was outside and I interviewed a girl in the mall. This was like 2 weeks ago, and we asked her would she date a foreigner. Now she said no, but then we got down to it, right? We said, well, why Kate asked her, why wouldn't you date a foreigner? Okay, and then she said the thing for her was language barrier. And so we said to her, so if a foreigner understood how to speak Tagalog, then would you maybe date a foreigner? She said, yeah, I probably would. I said, okay. So we broke things down with this girl that we interviewed. And we were in the mall. We were doing a 1,000 peso challenge. Kay, stop giggling in the mic. Kay, stop giggling in the mic. Turn the mic off.
No, because Danica.
What happened?
Danica is sending me a message. So.
Oh, okay. No, turn your mic off when you're giggling. That's all. But no, what happened was the girl that we interviewed last time actually just happened on the spur of the moment. And, I came up to her. I guess she must have thought I was trying to talk to her. So her energy was real standoffish, and she carried that out through the interview. I'm happy that Kay came in, because when Kay came in, it kind of softened up the blow. One thing I tell Philippines, every guy from the USA isn't good also. Some of the guys that do travel there can have issues. unstable job, drug addiction, mental issues, and etc. Yeah, that's true. Brain freeze. There are a lot of guys like that, and Filipinas are starting to be hip to it, you know. But still, they would still fall for the guys, the bad boys in the Philippines. They would still fall for the bad boys in the United States if they don't have core values. That's the thing. If the Filipina doesn't have set core values, how you doing, Nora? House to house, what's going on? If the Filipino doesn't have set core values, they end up finding themselves, you know, out there stuck with needing help, pretty much. You know, like for instance, I explain because I can't just say something and I explain it. Like there's a lot of women out there in the Philippines, a lot of them that are like women in the U.S. and not with the same attitude, not with the masculine energy. It's a little different. You know, women in the Philippines that think having a baby and not be married is okay. There's a lot of women like that, and tons of them actually. And what happens is they do the same thing. They really there's a lot of women here in the Philippines that really think the same way women do in the U.S. Not as far as the independent woman attitude in that way, but as far as you know, not rushing to get married. They would have a kid without marriage. But there's the great thing is there's still a lot of women in the Philippines that want marriage before children, or that they want to make sure things are solid. So that's a good thing. There's still hope. There's still hope. But yeah, the thing is though, is that you still have to be careful out here. And a lot of times, like with the guy with the girl, right? What happened with the guy did with her? He said, "Oh, I'll bring you to US and your parents, whoever else wants to go." Pretty much, he was saying, right? But the thing is, it's like, okay, brother, you don't know her. Like, what if she was because a lot of times they have city Filipinas out here that'll get to your country and that will take you for everything you have. It can happen. It can happen, you know? And that's why, like, when I was doing the Asking Filipina, okay, I made sure to have Filipinos speaking with me that had morals, okay? And this is one of the Filipinas today that have morals. We're just waiting for her to get on. But yeah, no, I made sure to have women that, of course, women are gonna have their own opinion. I want them to speak freely too, and also I wanted to show women that would set good examples for other Filipinos. So if they see it, they'll say, okay, you know what, this is something good to look at. It's something woman that we can look at and say, okay, that's something I can see myself being. Not something they can look at and say, oh well, no. These are women that are just doing whatever they want, and I didn't want that to be the case. So, Brucey, what's going on? But yeah, guys. But the thing was, there was a lot of comments in there, and I commented back and forth, and only because I had to. Okay, your mic is on, okay?
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for. I'm talking. I'm talking. I'm listening to you.
What are you gonna say?
No, I said I was just want to shout out to the people in the chat.
What happened?
And she's coming. She's coming soon. She messaged me.
Okay. Well, your service, your signal's off in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is.
How about now?
Oh no, it's still off. It's still not good. Are you an iPhone?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, guys. Kay got a new iPhone. She's on it right now.
An iPhone 12, finally.
Yeah.
My first iPhone. I will be uploading unboxing. Wow, it's already unboxed, but I will be having an unboxing. But I'm using it right now.
But yeah, and the crazy thing, I want to get numbers on that because I was looking up some statistics, and all right, guys, I was looking up just some statistics. And when I looked up those statistics, Kay, send me the questionnaire, okay, for them. Okay.
You're there?
Yeah, send me the questionnaire.
Okay.
Send it over to me. I think I have it in my email. But yeah, I was looking at some statistics, and it showed how many, like most of the marriages in the U.S. is of foreigners. Like Filipinas are like the top. It's like the highest by like 80%. Is crazy, like something like I gotta look it up again. But the numbers are so high of Filipinas that get married to foreigners. It's extremely high, and there's a reason for that. I think I think there's a reason for that. You know, Filipinos are very understanding, and of course, most of them understand English. So I think that's the border breaker right there too. So guys, without further ado, but first I want to make sure they're ready. Kay, you talking to Danica?
She said
Huh?
that she gonna come in. She gonna enter once her boyfriend enter. So we're gonna put
He's
her
here
in.
already.
Oh,
He's
they're here.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
she
know.
came and left. Yeah, she came and left. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All
I
right,
sent you
so
the questionnaires, Jay, on your
all
email.
right, I know I got it. But you can answer. You can ask the questions. All right, so now we have on the brother. He started in and what's the name of that movie? What's the name of that movie? What's the name of that movie, guys? What's the name of the movie, kid? He started in Training Day. He started Training Day. All right, we have the brother Denzel in the house. How you doing?
What's going on, boss?
I'm doing
Hi.
good, man.
Can you hear me
Also, we
okay?
have Danica. Yeah, we hear you clearly, man.
Okay,
Hi.
there we go.
Hey, how you doing? All
How
right,
are
so
you
if
guys
anybody
I'm
knows,
doing?
good. How are you guys?
we doing good. If anybody knows Danica, she's a part of the cast of Asking Filipina. But now it's about them two. It's about Denzel and Danica. So, Kay, let me break this out. Let me see here. Let me change this up a little bit. Let me see how this looks here. That, oh no, not like that.
Guys, those people
Yeah,
in the chat, we will answering your question later. We're just gonna ask
yeah,
them.
yeah,
We will interview them, and then after that, we will talk to you guys.
yeah. Okay, okay. All right. So, Mister, what's going on? Nicholas Cherry, how you doing?
The
Straight out of
professor.
Training Day. Yeah, that's Denzel in the house. Yeah. So, all right. So now let's break it out. Okay, go ahead. Start off.
So guys are gonna start asking question right away. And welcome Denzel and Danica. This question we always ask this to every guest we have. So
Mm-hmm.
how you guys met? How did you meet?
Yes.
Let's start with Denzel or Denzel. Let's start with Denzel.
All right. So honestly, it's kind of a I don't want to call it a weird story, but it's a little different though. So
Mm-hmm.
so I first started planning my trip to the Philippines back in December 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I had bought my ticket because I was also going to Thailand as well. I bought the tickets February 2020. We know what happened the next month with the, I'm not going to mention it, but you know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah, yeah.
everything got shut down. But I was on a site for Filipinas since I was going to the Philippines, and for
Mm-hmm.
me, I just wanted to build a repertoire with someone so that when I got there, I at least knew someone on the ground, and I would just be showing up completely in the black. You know what I mean? And Donica's friend actually reached out to me. She wasn't even on the site herself. A friend reached out to me. And at first I was kind of skeptical. I was like, hold on, this ain't smelling right, you know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
I went ahead and followed through, and we talked and we video chatted. I'm a teacher, by the way, so I was actually working from
Okay.
home during this time period. We video chatted right before I started teaching the class that day through Zoom, and we've been talking. It's been 16 months later, so an interesting beginning, but I'm blessed that I was the person her friend reached out to.
Mm. So how did it happen? So the friend reached out. Was it your friend? Was her friend your friend?
No, it was completely random.
Oh.
I would call it a perfect example of serendipity, where I was the person that was the fortuitous in that situation. Like I said, when she first reached out, I was a little bit confused, but I went ahead and rode with the punches, and now we're here. So
Yeah.
I look at it that it was just God's plan at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, but so I would ask a question for you. So now I gotta be honest with you, brother. Of course, I know her now, but Danica is a very pretty woman. How do you feel about that, bro? Do you feel you got lucky?
I mean, man, I'm gonna be real with you. Being an American, man, we we got a lot of bad ones in the States. Now, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. She's definitely beautiful, but
Yeah,
Now, I
yeah.
wasn't, I don't think I was starstruck in that instance. I was more starstruck in who she is on the inside, man. She's obviously a beautiful woman, but
Yes.
man, she's 1,000 times more beautiful for the person and her character. So what's
Yeah.
thrown me is just her humility. At the end of the day,
Yeah, well,
I would say that to anybody because you see the outside and it's just like, oh, she's beautiful, but man, spend an hour talking to her, and you're gonna come away thinking even more highly of her than just her aesthetics.
and you know what's crazy, man? I respect that. You maintain your manly frame with that answer.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. So, Kate, what's the next question?
No, we I don't know if Danica want to share, but we already asked
Oh,
this
yeah,
question to
yeah.
Danica. But do you want to add some information again, Danica, on how you guys met?
Yes, yes, yes.
So just again, guys, my friend Zaldivar just messaged me, and then she sent Denzel's number, and then I just installed my WhatsApp, and then waiting for Denzel's message, and there you go. You message me, and
Okay.
then the conversation continued, then until we fall in love.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll
Yes,
go to the next question, guys.
yes, yes.
We actually the same question, but what were the struggles you had when you started dating? Like the first time, talking. Is it the internet? Is it culture? Or what's the struggles you had when you start
Yeah,
talking?
I'm gonna let her talk about it.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna let her talk about it.
You speak, Danica, you first now. According to
The
Denzel.
struggles. The struggles, then, Danica.
Struggles. First is the internet connection. We during the pandemic we don't have the Wi-Fi, so I
Mm-hmm.
got a bio load, enable to have communication with him.
Mhm.
And time difference, of course, like what I've said. Um, I am studying, and then he was teaching, so we should have um balance the time so that we communicate each other.
Mm-hmm.
You want to add something, Denzel?
Just piggybacking off of her, definitely the time, because the Philippines, in the United States, we have something called daylight savings time. And so, like right now, you guys are 13 hours ahead of us. But come November, you guys will be 14 hours ahead of us. And so, for me, she's always joking that I'm a vampire. I do that just so I can communicate with her. But
Yeah.
it was definitely an adjustment because if I wanted to get real quality time with her, I had to adjust my biological clock in order to be up when she was up and free. But definitely for me, the biggest complication was the time difference. 13 hours is that's a beast when you find yourself into that situation.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure is.
So are you located around Central?
Oh yeah, so I live in Texas, so Central Time.
Okay. All right, yeah, that's why. So let me go to the next question, guys. Um, so if there's a struggles, what are the main factors that make your relationship stronger? Like, you're already like 16 months together, right? Did you meet already or not yet? Because of the pandemic, you wasn't able to meet yet.
Pandemic. I've had 3 trips.
Mm.
I've had 3 trips canceled because of that. Because the Philippines isn't open unless you are Filipino or if you're married to a Filipino or Filipina, and so they're not letting any foreigners in at the moment
Mhm.
unless you qualify for those 2 things, if I'm not mistaken. And so, it's if I go back to the last question, what's the most frustrating thing? The pandemic,
Mhm.
because for me, it's not a financial situation that's preventing me from traveling. It's something completely out of both of our control, and so um, that honestly, that's the toughest deal because, like I said, it's been 16 months,
Mhm.
and we don't know when the Philippines will start allowing people to come in.
Mm-hmm.
So what makes your relationship stronger? What's the main factors? Like right now, since it's even though you're not doesn't meet yet, but how it make like longer, like 16 months and forever,
I
and how
mean,
it make it stronger. Mhm.
honestly, over this time period, man, she's become my best friend. Because we talk every
Aw.
single day. We talk every single day. And even when it's not video chat, we messaging each other every single day. It doesn't matter about how busy we both are. We're constantly making that effort to just check in with each other and see how we're doing. And especially on the weekends, I average time because she's out of school right now, man. We'll video chat for 4 or 5 hours sometimes, just
Mm-hmm.
because we haven't been able to do that during the week because of my schedule. And so, nah, this constant communication, man, and being honest with each other, talking about our frustrations with the situation, and looking forward to our future plans, and just keeping an open channel of communication. That's in my opinion. That's what allows this to work.
Mhm. You want to add something, Danica?
He just said what I'm going to say.
Second emotion.
I second the motion.
I'm just wondering, Denzel, are you going once you're together? Are you going to join Danica's channel? Because I saw your video together with the Valentine's Day, and Danica surprised you, and
You
are
know,
you joining?
I whatever she wants to do with that, is completely up to her. She wants me to be on there more with her, especially once she's over here. Then of course I do it, but she had that channel way before she met me, so I don't want to force myself onto something unnecessarily. But yeah, if she wants me to join in on her with some content, then of course.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
You will join me, of course.
Well, well, the crazy thing that I gotta ask another question because Danica had to go through struggles with people hating on you on her channel. How did you deal with that, brother? I want to ask that.
I mean, me personally, man, I don't even read comment sections.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's I was talking to her. It's funny that you brought that up. I was
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
to her about that last night. And it was actually the flip side. Like, she was telling me about how, sometimes people make snide comments towards her because they're just saying that, you talk to a foreigner because he got money and, yada, yada, yada. But, I told her, I had it with this quote, lions don't concern themselves with the opinions of sheep. People from the outside looking in, they're going to always have opinions or, shade to throw, but, that's their problems to deal with. Me and her, we solid. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not worried about other people's comments,
Yeah.
because, they don't know what me and her know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's real. And it's funny because I was asking Danica questions, right? And then something came up, brother, and Danica snapped at me, and I shut up because I knew Danica. She really love you. I said, I forgot what I said. I said like you need help. She's like, no. Like I said I didn't say nothing else. She's for you, man. That's when I said, wow, Danica really loves her man. And I wasn't even trying to throw no salt in the game. I just, like, I don't know you, I know her. And I said, like, it's everything like, mind your business. And I said, shut up. I said nothing. I had nothing to say about it no more because she's for you, man. She's for you.
Nah,
Yeah.
no doubt, man. I don't have any concerns as far as where her loyalty lies.
Yeah.
And really, I like to call her a unicorn, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I've told her this before, but like, I could go to the Philippines. Philippines got like 110 million people. I'll spend years trying to find somebody half as good as her, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not no shade towards anybody else, just because they're full of wonderful people in that country, but
Mm-hmm.
the whole package of what makes her, bro, she's one of a kind, in my opinion.
Yeah. Hey. So what's the next question, Ken?
Now I'm just wondering, what are the qualities that you like about Danica? I know you mentioned some, but can you list some qualities that you really like about her?
Qualities. Number one is her sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We stay laughing. We stay laughing with each other. She be making me feel like I'm a professional comedian, man. So and I was joking with her about that last night. I was like, you got me thinking I should maybe do some stand up or something like that. With the way she laughs at my jokes, but her sense of humor, man, she brings light even when you're having a cloudy day. And so that her personality meshes well with mine because I'm kind of a stoic person by nature. And so she kind of forces me to be more personable and be more engaging sometimes. Her heart, how she cares about others is amazing. Her family, her friends, help me, the things that she's done for me, even though we are, thousands of miles apart. She's shown me, what it really means to be a giver. You know what I mean? And so, I could keep listing, on and on and on, but definitely, for me, what stands out the most is that's just a humor in her heart.
How about you, Danica? I know this is the questioner, but I just wondered what make you fall in love. I mean, what the qualities you found on him.
He's very appreciative person. Even in a simple thing, he really appreciate it. Even my time, giving my time to him. Even when I was working on online seller, I give him time, and then he appreciate it a lot. And doing some paintings for him, and then he appreciate it, and also the efforts. He's an appreciative man, and of course he always consider my feelings. He always asks my opinion about what I want to do, and he always want me to choose what makes me happy, not just for other people, for myself. And he's very hardworking.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Well, also I got a question, Danica. Is it the swagger too? Is it the swagger? You know what swagger means?
Swag?
Danica, is it the swagger?
What?
You know, is it the swagger too?
What swagger?
No swag. He got swag. Like he's cool. Like I don't know. I can't explain it, but he knows what I'm talking about. It's the swagger.
But
Yes,
he's
like
cool.
So basically what he's asking you is like, is it my demeanor, like how I carry myself?
Exactly.
Like, that's
what it
how
is.
I carry myself? Was that something that was attractive to you?
Are you asking if this is attractive?
No.
Oh no. Well, I don't think
that?
the question you gotta explain it to her later because the question is loaded. It's loaded. Yeah, it's loaded. Yeah, it's a loaded question. Like for instance, Kay knows what I'm talking about. Kay loved my swagger. It was different. Now that I got, I mean, all different types of nationalities have it. It's just a certain flow a guy has, where a guy just feels and knows and understands every situation happening, and he's just cool in it. He just, he just sits in it, and it's just, I don't know, I can't explain. It's just swagger. It's just what a guy naturally has. Like you
got to be comfortable in your own skin, and,
exactly,
and be able to function in any different situation, pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. He is. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah. So
guys,
next question, okay?
Go to the next. Let's ask this, guys. Have you ever have heartbreaks? Like, did you have any heartbreaks in the past that were resolved when you met each other? Like before you met each other, did you have any heartbreaks? If you like to share only. If you don't like, it's okay. We can move on to the next question. So do you have any heartbreaks before you met Danica?
I don't ever call it heartbreaks. I had some tough lessons though. I had some tough lessons before I met her. I had been in a 7-year relationship. And so by the time I met Danica, I had been single for probably like a year and about 13, 14 months. I wish that person nothing but the best, but it was just time for us to go our separate ways. And so, I feel like coming out of that relationship though, I was a more mature person than I was when I started that relationship. and I could take some valuable lessons into the next relationship that I was going to get into. And so, now I wouldn't say heartbreak, but I took some tough L. I took a couple of L's along the way, but we bounce back and we come back better.
Mhm.
Danica, you want to share your previous relationship, if you like only.
I just shared that on last live stream, but I'm going to share it again. I did, and Denzel was the person who completed my heart, not just my heart, but also my mind. He also helped me to grow, to be more matured.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So you met at the perfect time. What do you suggest for people to make their relationship last? Like you guys, like last of 14 months with this 16 or 14 months with this pandemic. What can you suggest to other couple, especially right now, those who are having a relationship, LDR relationship, how to make their relationship stronger? Do you have
Mhm.
any suggestion for them? Mm-hmm.
I know for me, and really, I think this is a testament to Donica at the end of the day. But like, she loves being or feeling as involved as possible, and so some little things like me, taking videos of what the inside of my classroom looks like, showing her around the place that I live, and making cooking videos and sending
Mm-hmm.
those to her. There's so many things that we obviously can't because we're not together in person. But it goes back to what I mentioned earlier about constant communication,
Mm-hmm.
never letting her feel alone.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the one thing that uh, might be a little bit different from dealing with a Western woman as opposed to a Filipina. It's not uncommon if both parties are busy and each other a quick text and I'll let you later. But with her, perfect example. I went out with a colleague of mine a couple of months back, and I lost track of time, and when we ended up kicking it for like 7, 8 hours, but I hadn't been checking my phone, and by the time I checked my phone, she hit me up like 12 times, like she was concerned because I never go that long without responding, and so just little stuff like that, like she got on me and was like, this wouldn't have happened if you had just told me. You had me worried, you had me thinking something bad had happened. So it definitely put me on game as far as just like, I thought I knew, but you can always learn something else. I mean, make sure that
Mhm.
they are not feeling like they're left out. So definitely, if you're in the LDR, constant communication, like just keep it 100 with her, and vice versa, keep it 100 with your dude as well. Let them know. Like she tells me literally everywhere she's going to go. Like she'll
Mhm.
message me going to get her dog a shot at the vet. Going, going to the mall, or I'm going out with my friends. Like she always checks in. So
Yeah.
it's constant communication, man.
How about you, Danica? I agree with that. The communication is really the key, especially for LDR, because my husband and I is also LDR for 2 years. I don't know if you know Denzel, but communication is really the key. Always, as much as possible, every day if it's possible. But super agree. How about you, Danica?
About what he says about the sending videos of the cooking, the inside the classroom. So it doesn't mean that I don't trust him. It just means that I just want to be included in his days. And trust, I always say that trust, because before, when I was in my past relationship, I know trust is very important in relationship, but I don't know how to handle trust or put it in action, the word trust. But with Denzel, I just realized how trust is very important in a relationship.
Mm, yeah.
I get it. So he pretty much calms you down. It happened with me too before. I had to calm Kate down one time. It happens though when you long distance. The woman are gonna be woman. They're gonna get out of hand sometimes. And I tell it, baby, we can't argue, and we so far away.
I
Mhm.
You gotta
mean,
trust me. Yeah.
arguing that far away, and I try to tell her sometimes too.
Yeah.
We rarely have arguments, but every once in a
Mhm.
while there's a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
And I try to tell her, like, the distance alone, like, we got to make sure we are spending our time more efficiently. So
Mhm.
if
Mhm.
I ever feel like it's a situation where it's a quick fix from my end, and I just gotta make it right with it, then that's what I do. Simply because we don't get to talk as much as either one of us would like because of the distance. So when we do
Mhm.
get to, I want to make sure that that's a smooth sail, and we're not always hitting rocks and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And also,
That's
I agree
important.
with you guys showing like cooking or do other stuff so that you guys want to be in other person's life because you cannot be together right now, right? When Jay and I are dating online, I show him everything. I show my student a little bit sometimes because I'm a teacher too. Then so I was a teacher in Thailand for 4 years. I'm teaching kindergarten. So when I'm dating Jay online, I'm like, this is my student. This is my school. I show him around. I would just want him to know that I'm not, I'm not hiding anything, and also constant communication. But anyway, this is not our story. Our next question for you guys is what do you suggest for people to do? I know I asked that already. Sorry. Do you think LDR still works? You're still in LDR right now, but do you think it still works? Why? Who wanna answer first?
I mean, this is my first time ever being in the LDR. So I'm not about to talk on it like I'm like the LDR expert, but
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I do I feel like whenever in life, man, when you really want something, you'll make it work. And making something work is not the same as forcing it, if you understand what I
Mhm.
mean by that.
Mhm.
But it takes both parties to make something like this work. If somebody on the other end is only halfway in or they're still unsure, then no, of course LDR won't work. But if you got two people who are serious about their relationship and where they see themselves in the future, then of course it can work. But it has to be both sides. Like both sides have to want it. You can't just I can't be all in and have her, still being mistrustful or questioning things and expect for the relationship to work out, and vice versa. She can't be all in and me still having a wandering eye, or me still trying to be mistrustful of her. So no, I think it does, but you got to be patient though. Like, and I was talking to her for like 2 months before I even started even thinking about, like, you know can I see a future with this person? Like, it wasn't
Mhm.
like it wasn't rushed. Like, not to bring up a tangent, but like, I had talked to other Filipinos before meeting her, and I don't know if it was just a game or if this is like the norm, but girls are saying they loved me in like 10 days.
Oh
And
yeah.
so,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Ah
for me, it
man.
was like, is that like the equivalent to I like you? Or
Mhm.
are you trying to like win my heart with these words or something like that? But like, she wasn't like that. And so that let
Yeah.
me know, like, I could trust her more, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay. Okay.
and
Yeah.
I want to let her talk, but that's just
Yeah.
that was one little tidbit that I wanted to add out there though. That's
But
another reason why I trust her. She was not like that.
no, it's important, and I say that all the time, Vince. Let guys know, you got to look out for that, and you got to read it, and you got to test women too. I always talk about these guys that are just you know getting with a woman and they don't test them and they don't know for sure. Like you with Danica, you put that time in, so you know for sure. Okay, and then when you see it, you're gonna know even more. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of guys, they just get happy. They see a pretty face, and they just throw money out, and they just, oh, she's coming and she's gonna be with me forever. And that's when they get took into the cleaners, and then they want to hate all Filipinas after that. When
Mm-hmm.
it's your fault why she robbed you. You get what I'm saying? It's not the woman's fault. It's your fault. And I say that all the time. And a lot of times the guys, they come in and they don't understand. Like I had Cliff from Rule. Cliff from Rule said the same thing with his lady. He had the same thing happen to him. Filipinas, he talking to him, and then he was looking for the one that wasn't like that. You see what I'm saying? Wasn't saying I love you right away. Wasn't saying, "Oh, you know, my mom foot is injured. I need 1,000 pesos to give her in the hospital." You know, and he met Rue, and I met Kay, and you met Danica. So that's how it goes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You want to share
Okay. No more
something, guys?
questions. Anybody
No,
got anybody got questions for them? Anybody?
no. I have one more question
Oh,
before
what's the
we
last
end
question?
the questionnaire to
Yeah.
other people. And shout out to Simple Rocco. Thank you for the super chat, Simple Rocco.
Yes.
We have here last question. How do you keep that love still burning while you both apart? I think you answered that already, but how? I don't know if it's the same question that we
The
asked
question
earlier.
it's kind of the same. Yeah, it's kind of the
It's
same.
kind of the
I got
same.
to change the questions. Yeah.
Are you planning to bring Danica in the US, or are you planning to come here to the Philippines and stay here, live here in the Philippines, Denso?
So that's kind of a two-part. So
Mm-hmm.
for the foreseeable future, yeah, definitely bring her over here. Now,
Hmm.
having said that, I do appreciate her honesty. I don't think, and even I myself, as soon as possible, yeah, we move back to the Philippines. Now I don't
Hmm.
know if that's going to be 3 years or 10 years, but eventually, yeah, we'll definitely move back to the Philippines. But
Hmm.
now for the immediate future, we're married, and I'll apply for the visa and all of that. Now I'll bring her over because I think a part of her, the curiosity, she wants to see what America's all about
Hmm.
before going back to the Philippines long term. But now I'm not
Hmm.
I don't have any qualms about bringing her over here. I know a lot of cats be like anti-American, like anti-Western,
Yeah.
period. But like again, like um, if I for me, that would be me telling her I didn't trust her if I didn't bring her over here at all. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
that would be kind of be me attacking her character, and that's not what this is. You know what I mean? So I could be in America, Philippines. If she going to want to step out, she gonna step out. You feel me? So
Thank you. Thank you,
you
brother.
can't
I
have that
say
mind.
that's how I feel too. I feel that same way, and I think a lot of guys don't have the confidence, brother. They don't have the confidence. That's why they don't want to bring the woman there. I don't want to bring them to America. The American woman are gonna get in her head, and they keep saying that. But look, if you're a strong man and you hold your woman tightly, you hold your woman tightly, and when I mean tightly, I mean talking about as far as the codes and everything you live by. She believes in that too, and she already shows you that she's about that. Then it's nothing to worry about. But what's the question? Simply Rocco got a question. He said, "I got a question for Denzel. When they open up PH again, if they require it, would you get the jab?"
Man, I'm already vaxxed, and I'm gonna get the booster too. Because what I tell people is, if that's the only thing stopping me from getting a her, of course, like
Yeah,
you can feel however you want to feel about the jab, but nah, man, I'm not gonna let no shot stop me from coming over to the
yeah.
Philippines. So whatever they need for me to do, minus a 10-day quarantine, I'm gonna definitely pull up for sure.
Hmm. Okay, I can't hear you, Kay. You're on mute, Kay.
Sorry, the professor is one of our moderator now. How many anak or how many kids you want, Danica and Denso? Do you have you ever talk about it, guys? Like, once you get
Man,
married, how many kids do we want?
when we first started talking, she told me she wanted like four. Um, and I only want two. So for now, it's two. We joke about it though. If my side endeavors take off, I told her, I said, I already know she's gonna try to sneak in a third though. But for now, definitively two. But if God blesses me with the ability and the ability to take care of a large family, yeah, I have no doubt the Filipina in her would kick in, and I might end up having a whole basketball team before it's done. Ain't no telling. But for now, two.
Two. Okay, thank you. Let me see if we have more question here. Guys, ask us question, guys. Guys, I also put in the link of Danica. So if you wanna subscribe to Danica's channel, you can also search. Danica created a video with Denzel on Valentine's Day special, so you guys will know them better. you can just visit her YouTube channel. It is in the link here. I'm gonna put it in again, guys. Visit her YouTube channel. That's her YouTube channel right now in the link in the chat. Kaya't gumagawa ng anime. All right, guys. Let me see if they have more question for you.
What advice do you give to someone who wants to come to PH looking for love? I guess that wouldn't be for him, House to House. That would be for me. What advice do you give to someone who wants to come to the Philippines looking for love? But let me go to Scott real quick, and I'll go back to that. I'll say the elephant in the room. Does Danica know about the black man's size, and is she worried about it?
Scott, wow.
Scott, you booked out. Whoa, Scott, man, this is you gotta keep it PG-13, brother.
Chill, brother.
You gotta keep it PG-13. So, oh yeah, Chris Moon said, what are your family's thoughts and concerns, Denzel? What's your family's thoughts?
I mean, man, you know, my sister, and I think I was watching the video she did with you guys. She was telling me my sister ran a background check. My sister has connections with the government. So she legitimately ran a background check. So that wasn't my plan. I was just telling her about what it was, but that she came back, you know, she couldn't find nothing besides her YouTube channel and her Facebook profile. So she was saying like she gave me this whole speech about how like even if they're international, if they've ever been like even accused of like being a scammer, you know, they put that in the system in America. A lot of people don't realize that. Like if you want to like legitimately report it at a high level, they'll put your name in the system. So then if somebody does run a background check on you, it'll pull up the incident that you were accused of with that, you know, that other American or whatnot. And so you know, she came back with a clean bill of health. So that kind of put my sister at ease. You know, my mom, man, my mom is just she's a professional pessimist. So you know, I'm always joking with my sister that, you know, she won't fully be in until I come back and Danica is on my arm. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't have anything against her, don't get me wrong. But like that's just my mom's nature, man. Like it won't feel real to her until she's in the flesh and she's meeting her in person. Before that, even if I come back married with a ring on my hand, it'll still be like, well, you know, so you never know. So you know, so really the hurdle was making sure that my sister was cool with it, because my mom, I'm the only son, so she gonna be mama bear to the day she ain't around no more. So if my sister was cool with it, then that let me know that, you know, I was dealing with a good person.
And so Scott, another question. This one is PG-13. He said, can Denzel talk about one of his side ventures are?
Man, investing, bro. Regular stocks and crypto. But that's what you know, that's my side venture. I see he got another one when I decided to be a teacher when I was 23. So I've been teaching, I'm 31 now, so I've been teaching for 8 years.
You know what? When I just want to share, guys, when Danica mentioned about the sister searching, you know, doing the, you know, investigation, whatever, I was like, what is this 90 Days Fiance? You know?
Yeah.
They usually do that, like the sister, like, oh, I want to know where's she from, you know?
Yeah,
so
my sister.
Do a 90 Days Fiance.
She, you know, she's 13 years older than me, so you know, she consider herself like my second mom to me. You know, she's just my older sister, but. I knew she, like, when she said she was gonna do it, for like a split second I thought she was joking, but then I started thinking, I was like, nah, she's not joking, she gonna really do it. And so you know, sometimes you just gotta let your people do what they feel comfortable with. In that instance, but I mean, I knew Danica was gonna come back with a clean slate, so that was just that was to make my sister feel better. You know, I was already cool with it.
Yeah. So Panefa ever had a question. She said, how did your friends react when they learned that you were dating Danica? Like somebody from the Philippines.
So I'm not gonna lie. You know, one of my best friends, when I first told him about it, he was just like, man, you know, because they don't be knowing, man. Like, this is most people don't even know where the Philippines is located at, bro. And so, like, when I told him, oh man, you gotta be careful. Some scams and yada, man. If I was you, but you're not me. So
Yeah.
yeah, they had genuine concern. But you know, my thing was, man, this isn't me rushing into anything, and this isn't me just you know, being blinded by her beauty, and you know, I'm just, you know, running towards the light like a moth.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now I said, man, this is, you know, this is calculated, and if you, even if you don't trust her because you haven't met her, man, trust my judgment at the end of the day. Like, and if it would have flamed out, then so be it. But man, that was last August, so that was a year ago. So I don't hear those same comments no more, because you know what I mean, it's still going strong. But nah, they were, you know, they were skeptical. They were skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't about her ethnicity. It was more so just about the situation.
I have a
You know
question
what's
for
crazy?
Danica. Danica,
What's
what
that?
do you feel when you found out the sister is? Sorry.
Oh, you got the dog. But no, I was gonna say that same thing. Let me talk real quick here. That same thing happened to me, and you know the only thing that was positive is that the people that I spoke with every day, they both said, and it's the same thing you said, like, what do you think of me that I would do something like that? My two main guys I spoke with every day, they knew what I was going through in the States. They said, man, you need to go ahead and do that. If you think that's the one, you need to go out there. And my other boys said, you need to go ahead and do that. And I said, that's what I'm going to do. And that was my two main guys I spoke with. I told everything. So they said, go. And I said, they said, and you know what they told me? They said, Jay, I know you, man. I know you. I know you're smart. You got a good head on your shoulders. You're not going to let a woman do you do it. I know you're going to see right through it. They said, you might as well go ahead and go do that, man. And I did it. And, you know, they both know Kay now. They still speak to her on the phone. My cousin speak to her on the phone. You know, everything's all good. Yeah.
I
No
think
doubt, man.
yeah. Go ahead, then. So
No, I was just co-signing what he was saying. I said no doubt.
Yeah.
Like, once they know it's real,
Yeah, exactly.
if they your true friends, yeah, they're gonna support you regardless.
Mm-hmm. And so, somebody, hold on, let me see. Have they met physically before? No, they haven't met Lee. They haven't met physically before. Hope somebody had a good question. What is that? Does Denzel
your
think
friend,
crypto? No, not that one. I'm gonna go to that one too. How did your friends react when they? No. That's different. So we read that already. Okay. Oh yeah. Scott had it. How many siblings do you have, Danica? Scott wanted to know. How many siblings do you have, Danica?
3.
Uh,
I'm
three.
the
Three. Okay.
youngest.
Oh, she's the
she's
youngest. Scott,
Mm.
why Scott? You want to get hooked up with an older sister or something? Scott said, I'm trying to find out.
He
I'm not
was
married to Scott.
asking on the last live stream.
Oh, okay. Nah, Scott, cool though. Scott,
So
cool.
Danica, is your sister is single and ready to mingle?
No, she's
Oh, she's
married.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Out here, you know, they get married. They don't play around. They don't wait. Let me see. Most guys roll out going to other
The
countries because
professor
they
said,
can't
I'm
get
sure
their
your
money.
voice is thinking about it now at Denso. No, this is my question for Danica. Danica, what do you feel
Okay.
when the sister of Denzel is doing an investigation and things like that? Do you feel like, why are you doing this? Or what do you feel? What's your initial reaction?
No, it's okay. I understand her, especially knowing that Filipinas are scammer, and I know that she's just she's just concerned with
Yeah.
Denzel. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's good to know. So guys, you have more question? How are the siblings feeling about the great Denso? Scott asking how your sister feel about Denso? What did
Huh?
your sister said? What did they feel about Denso?
About my family?
Yeah, your family. What did they feel about your boyfriend right now?
They always support me in everything that makes me happy, especially my mom. She supports me in like decorating for Denzel. She always telling me that, oh, you love Denzel, and she was the one who always teased me that, oh, you just wanna see Denzel. They are not they are not against with our relationship. They support us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good to know. So, guys, you have more question? Or you, Jay? Jay?
Oh well, no. No, I'm gonna say this. It was good having y'all on. If y'all want to hang out more, y'all can hang out. But if not, have a good night. And because no, last time we had Cliff and Rowan, I know they was getting tired. They didn't want to say they was getting tired.
We put it until 12. So you
Yeah, I'll
guys
Yeah,
speak
we
up.
was on the tour.
I'll speak
Yeah.
up for her. I know she's tired.
Yeah,
It's only 9:44 my time, but I know she's ready to hit the sack. So
Yeah, I know. I know Danica's let us know too before.
right.
She
So
let us
I
know that I gotta
definitely
get on early.
appreciate
Mhm.
I appreciate y'all for having us on, and any time that you want her back, I can tag along if y'all want me to.
For sure, for sure.
But big ups, man. I support the channel. I actually had already had seen your channel way before she even first came on, man. So
Oh wow.
shout out to the content you put out, man. You never know who's watching, and so you just put me on game before I even met her. So keep doing your thing, bro.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you,
Thanks for
Denzel,
watching.
for being with us
Appreciate it.
today, and Danica.
Thank you.
We're gonna edit this
Thank
video
you,
as well,
guys.
so it will become coming
Yeah,
soon in
yeah, we're
the
gonna
next
chop it
2
up.
weeks.
We're gonna pitch y'all another clips. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Yeah.
And maybe you
All
can
right.
send us
It's
some
gonna be good.
pictures, separate pictures, so we can put it all together. But thank you
Okay.
so much, guys,
Yeah,
for being
because
here.
this time I gotta show you. I gotta show your manly demeanor to show men like like when you act like this, and not trying to brag, but when you have like certain, you can smell certain situations,
Sammy,
and
you
yeah.
gotta be confident in your ability to hold the situation down at the end of the day. You called it you called it swagger. I normally I call it the juice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yep.
You either got it or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't force it. You
Mm-hmm.
got to be natural because I think a lot of times foreigners be thinking like, oh man, all I gotta do is have this paper and they gonna flock to me. I mean, yeah, bro, you gonna get some that flock to you, but it ain't gonna be the
The
one
wrong
you
ones. Yeah.
want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
want something more lasting, you gotta know how to lead a conversation and
Mm-hmm.
let them know that they can actually trust you. To
Exactly.
not just from a money standpoint, but like they can trust you to lead them. Like, I be picking up on what you be talking about, the foundation of the family and things of that nature. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you got to have that mentality, and women know if a dude is about it or he not about it at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So, you just anybody that's looking to come over there and trying to find a special one, man, you got to make sure your house is in order before
Mm-hmm.
trying to do anything else, because otherwise, you moving too fast and you're not taking the appropriate steps. You know what I mean? Like, because for me, this wasn't a random choice. Now, this is like for the next 40 or 50 years of my life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be really thinking about that, and not just falling for the beauty. You know what I mean? Beauty
Mm-hmm.
fades, but that person is going to be who that person is. You know what I mean? So really know their heart.
That's
That's
true.
right. So thank y'all for coming on, Danica. You got a good one here, Danica, and the same for you, Denzel. Y'all keep it together.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate
And
it.
guys,
together.
is it okay if we interview you again once you're together in US?
Yeah, we gotta get
Oh,
that.
of course.
Sure,
Maybe
sure.
we can interview you guys together. That would be
Of
great. So
course.
people will see like they're really meant to be, that LDR is
Right.
not
Yeah, exactly.
separate two couple. Thank you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. See y'all
Thank
later.
you, thank
Thanks,
you,
Danica. Bye
All right,
bye.
peace.
thank you.
All right,
Yes.
so guys, that was Danica and Denzel, and I'm happy. Let me change the thing here. I'm happy that they decided to come on and do the stream with us. See, that's what I was talking about. Like a lot of guys got confused of I think a lot of guys meant, I think they thought I was saying, Filipinos don't want money. No, Filipinos do want money, but that's not what they're all about. Of course, every Filipino wants a man with money. I mean, it's just common sense, Every Filipino, she don't want a man that's rich. It's a difference. But if a guy has money and he can take care of himself, that's what really matters. And to be honest with you, for the most part, an American can provide that. He can take care of himself. But they're not just going, oh, I want an American a lot of times. Like say, the one girl said, with her, she she didn't like the way it came to her, and then also she didn't want to be looked at because that does happen. It's like a toxic nature, a toxic culture a little bit in the Philippines. I spoke about the toxic culture before, but where women are looked down upon sometimes, probably in some circles, if they have a foreigner. It's kind of like you sold out kind of thing. Like seriously, guys. And some Filipinos look at it like that. Now that's how it is in the Philippines, and it's like that in the province and the cities. But see, expats really don't know about it because no offense, they're not really in the culture that much. They just got their Filipina who doesn't like bring them around family because it's just their Filipina girlfriend. A lot of guys are not invested in Filipino culture, so they don't know. They will have no idea. So a lot of the guys you're watching, and I hate to call it out, but it's facts. They just don't. They simply don't know that they don't understand. Most Filipinos want Filipinos. They don't want foreigners. So I'm going to say that and keep it real with you guys. When you come out here, if you're looking to meet them in person, okay, you got to speak. You got to talk. You can't just have a closed mouth unless you're somewhere on Angela City or something like that, or you're somewhere, because Filipinos are not just going to run up to you in the mall and run up to you to get you. It's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. So a lot of guys get it confused where they think, oh, I'm just going to go there and step off the plane and they're going to flock to me. That's not true. It's not true. Not true at all. If
And
you're in
also,
certain areas, they flock.
not all Filipino wants money only. They just want love.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
telling them the whole time. It's all some Filipino doesn't really want to date a foreigner. So
They don't. I question them. Guys, sometimes I can't remember like a couple years ago, I got videos and I couldn't put them up. I didn't want to put them up because so many Filipinos was like, no, I don't want to date a foreigner. And I was like, man, I can't put this up. I was trying to show that they would. Most of them was like, no. And I was like, whoa. I can't
that
put this
was
up.
around Divisoria,
Yep.
around Manila. That's
But
the
even
interview
in the
what happened.
province, though, you're gonna find that because
Oh
but,
yeah,
but,
when we're in the
but,
province.
but you got to dig deeper and find out why. A lot of times, like I dig deeper. Like the other day, and I'm gonna share that video. I dug deeper, and the thing was the reason why the lady didn't want to date a foreigner was because she don't speak English. She doesn't speak a lick of English. She understands it somewhat, but if a foreigner understood Tagalog, and that's gonna be one of the next videos I make, is going to be about why you need to learn Tagalog when you come to the Philippines, because the guy that's looking to come here and meet a pretty one, she may not speak English, and you can't get her because you can't talk the language,
Yeah.
because some Filipinos are just not going to speak English. It's just facts. So it's different scenarios. Still a marriage because of divorce being risky for men. Would you think Filipinos will accept the non-documented Christian marriage? Well, non-documented Christian marriage.
What does it mean?
No, like it's not in the books. I think some would. I think some would. Like for instance, Kay would have accepted a non-documented Christian marriage. Kay would have accepted that. But some will, but not a lot. I'll be honest with you. Hercules
Usually
Journey. See, there's
girls.
a lot of women. Yeah, go.
No, sorry to catch up, Jace. Usually
No,
girls
go.
want to get married in church because that's like once in a lifetime experience, once in a
No,
lifetime. I really want to
no,
get.
no, he's saying getting married in church. That's not. He's talking about, but it's not documented. Meaning, it's not documented in the state.
No, that's not possible. This is like a fake marriage.
Well, no, it's still a real marriage. It's a marriage in the eyes of God.
Yeah, the only thing if you I think it's married, but when you cannot bring your lady in the US, so I think they're planning not to bring the lady in the US, right?
Yeah, and
But
I gotta.
you cannot get the permanent resident as well because your marriage is not listed here. So if you're planning to stay here for good, just to be with your lady and not bring her in the US, you cannot you cannot be tourist visa the whole time, or maybe you cannot do balikbayan visa either because it's not documented. So I don't know if there's a lady who will agree with that, because if it's not documented, there's a chance you're gonna get married to another girl again, because when they check your CENMAR, which is single, being single, the certificate of no marriage, it's gonna appear that you're not married, so you can have. I don't know, but I don't think the girl, unless the girl really love you, but I don't think the girl are gonna agree with that because the Sanmar, you can have a lot of girls get married. Oh, I don't like to do that. I do that. You're gonna have a lot of women around you, like a lot of wives
Hmm.
without
Well,
non-documented.
well, Hercules, I think you need to contact me, brother, because I think you too. I don't know if you got divorced before, but if you are feeling the way you're feeling and you haven't been through anything, I think you should be feeling like that. You know, you can't live your life going, "What if? Oh, I can't get married because this happened or this may happen." You know, when I met Kay, I came from a situation where I felt I was in love, but I didn't let that stop me. I didn't bring that energy into the new relationship. You know, and it's gonna be hard on you, man. Oh, you're 20. Well, Hercules journey, you got a lot of life to live, brother. Don't be caught up in these videos. See, a lot of times, a lot of guys, there's a lot of videos running rampant, and young guys like you are watching it. You're pretty much a child, and you watching these videos, these guys, these red pill guys, and I have nothing against them because they're right, but a lot of the times, and marriage is bad in the U.S. and you are seeing that, and I understand you're single and you're seeing that, but still you got to go into it thinking. That's why one thing I said with Denzel was I can see he gets it. You understand? Like me, I naturally get it. It's natural. Some guys are naturally like that. You know, it's like I don't know, a natural understanding of life. Certain guys have it. You know, not that they're know-it-alls. They just have it. They can read situations. Just they understand certain things and just naturally. They can even read
Or
women. You know,
Oh,
it's
they can
natural.
actually
Yeah,
do prenup because some
yeah. You
some
can do
rich
prenup.
people here, if you don't like to share your asset, because once you
Hmm.
get married, you're already like, what do you call the word when you're sharing the asset together with your husband when you get married? I
I
forgot the word
forgot.
for that.
I forgot the word too.
I was just listening to Rafi Tulfo. You can do prenuptial, like
Yeah,
agreement,
yeah.
like, oh, once we get married, whatever mine
But
is mine and whatever yours
but
is
I
yours.
tell you this. I tell you this
But
though,
I don't think the girl were gonna agree
Hercules.
with undocumented.
Hercules, worry about your career right now, but most importantly, focus on God because you don't know how much time we have left on this earth.
Yeah, conjugal.
You know, focus on God and focus on your career, and get yourself together because certain things you say out there that guys talk about is real. You know, you're not ready. I wasn't ready for anything until I was in my 30s. Well, I'm not saying that you can't get women, get yourself a woman, but thinking about marriage right now, you should be thinking about marriage, but you know, still you have no experience. You need some experience.
Mhm.
And you gotta build up your character to where you're comfortable in your own skin, Hercules. Because when you're comfortable in your own skin, you won't be worried about you won't be worried about, oh, can I marry her, can I not marry her? You won't be as scared. You gotta get more comfortable in your own skin, Hercules. Because that's when you're gonna start making decisions like that and it'll be easier. Because at 20, I was scared. I wanted to get married. I wanted to get married, but I didn't know what I was doing. And I realized now, look at how I was now when I proposed. I wanted to propose to a girl when I was 20. And I think about it now, it's like, man, I wasn't ready for that. So yeah, you're not ready, man. You're not
I
ready.
think this is the time for you to find the woman and know that person before you get married. You need to
Hmm.
really think about it because wedding is not just it's only the beginning, and you need
Yeah,
to know the person fully before you get married to that person because you don't like to separate, do the divorce. If you have a kid, the kid will gonna get hurt. Domino effect. So, I think
it
you just need
is.
to find the right one. If you don't like to get married yet, then maybe be together or I don't know. But I don't really agree with live in. But a lot of people
Yeah,
do that.
I
But
don't
I
agree with
really
that
don't
either.
agree with the live in.
I don't agree with the living either. The living it's dangerous. A lot of times people would like in other cultures they get married young and they get married off, and I get it. I get why they marry off because the kids don't really know what they're doing. And you can see it, and that's how it was done back in the days, and it's a reason for that. But you're still young though. You're still young, Hercules. I would say focus on what you're doing. Focus on your career. You
Mm-hmm.
know, focus on what you want to do. And I hate to say it's all about money, but focus on money right now. Focus on money. Focus on your health and wealth. Focus on
Mm-hmm.
being healthy. Focus on making yourself better, making people around you better. And then when you got all that, when you have all that figured out, then when it's all done, all said and done with, you can look yourself in the mirror and say, you can look yourself in the mirror and feel good about yourself at the end of the day, and say, you know what, I didn't sacrifice my character or how I want to be, or what I see is right for anybody, or even for $1 bill. When you can look at yourself in the mirror and say that, that's when you're gonna feel happy, because you don't want to be on your deathbed and say, I was a dirtbag. Oh, I was a dirtbag. I need to get my life right with God now. You know what I'm saying? And you was a dirtbag all your whole life. You got
All
to
right,
get money. That's what makes you alpha
Jay,
sense.
I'm gonna
Run to
greet
the
your
Philippines. Look
members.
easy. Go.
So guys, this is our time. We wasn't able to greet it early because we're so late. But anyway, shout out to all the TBF members. First is Danica Garcia. Thank you, Danica, for the interview today. And Denso, Robert Carrillo, the Bigo Experience, Anthony Powell, A. Advincula, COS or Cost, Jay Brown, Dan the Defiant, All Gringo, The Wallace Life, Gomer
Mm-hmm.
171, Hybrid Pinoy, Simply Rocco, thank you for the super chat, Simply Rocco. Pinoy Forever, she's here too. Lamont Taylor, Rob Cook, Mr. is here too. Henry Mann, AproTooth TV, Cliff and Rule, they are here also. Thank you guys for the interview last week. Easy Hernandez, Douglas Desico, Exotic Filipina, K Law, Charles Akana. I hope you received the t-shirt already because it's already almost a month. Tony Anderson, hello, he's here also. Ken Lee, the professor, Terry Campbell, Life as a Human. Oh my gosh, it's too many. I jumped. Jojo, Maurice Howard, Kay Dallas, Jen Thomas, Cecilia Salamat, Big Man 7917, Tampa Life, Craig McCoy, Clifton Palmer, Gonzo 660, Ib Kalma Kitchen Canada, the J Maverick Show, and Far From Home. Thank you for being a member. And we're
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. And also, guys, I'm gonna do Ask a Filipina soon. So I'm gonna set that up with Kay. It may just be me, Kay, and maybe someone else. We do one show, and it'll stretch out. That'll stretch out for over a week. So we're looking to do that soon. And I'm looking to go deep in and ask you all some questions. Also, Doanne, contact me on the email. Panay Forever, if you want to join in. We'd love to get your input.
They agree. They want to join.
Yeah, I
So
know.
we want yeah, you need to contact us so that we can email
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys. Or I
That's
can
it. Yeah, I'm
message
about to
them
get an
on
email.
Instagram. We're
Yeah.
following each other in Instagram.
I'm gonna get y'all in there. Because I know Panay Forever is actually a New Yorker now. She's been a New Yorker for years. And she's a Filipino, but she's a New Yorker. And I want to get her input with how she sees things. So let me see. gmail.com. Of course, I think I've left out the M. But
And
that's
maybe
it. The
you,
Black Filipino.
sis Pinay Forever, maybe you can email us so that just in case we can always contact you on email or the Instagram. Sis Duan as well. And we have another one, Sis Syra Lane. And Simple Rocco said, maybe you can ask my fiance. We don't have the email. If you can ask your fiance with us, you can email us and we can contact her via email. Or you can give her email to us so we can email her as well.
Mm-hmm. So it's still in the Caribbean, but yeah. So we're looking to do that soon. I mean, we have a lot more to edit actually. But guys, there's tons of videos just popping in. But I really want to address I addressed it pretty much in this video, is that in the video before the last one, guys were just couldn't believe what was being said. Guys couldn't believe what was being said and what she was saying, and they took it as cocky. But I didn't take it as that, guys. I took it as a woman doesn't want to be bought. And for the most part, Filipinos are like that, Filipinos are like that. It doesn't matter, especially Filipinos. It's not about the money. It's about love. And women will always be about that for women. Women are all about emotions. They're not about money. Of course, you got women that go for money, but that's not the woman you want. So the way the guy came at her, it's like if he would have got her and she was about that, he would have had a world of heartbreak ahead of him. But then she probably sees it like, okay, this guy's just trying to get some. That's why he's saying he's gonna do this, and that for me. He probably was. So she didn't fall for it twice. You get what I'm saying? But there were guys that, oh well, no, she's cocky. And I'm like, oh man, you got to be kidding me. It was like, and then somebody else commented, it was a Filipino commented, and she couldn't believe guys was talking, like saying like, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow. So I found myself, I was caught up in defending it. And I said, you know what? I just let it go. I said, I can't defend this. Because some guys just not going to get it. They're just not going to get it. No matter how much you tell them or how much you show them or how much you give examples, they're just not going to get it. They're not going to understand. It's really, well, the Philippines is like a country of love. Like the people are very loving. That feeling you get when you come here of the people hello to you and they really want to see how you're feeling, it's real. It's
Sometimes,
real.
I reply to this, but I just deleted my reply because sometimes you cannot, you cannot depend something and then the person still doesn't understand. And
Yeah.
it's like, I already explained to you, and then the reply is like this. I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done
Hmm.
explaining myself. I don't like to talk to, I'm
Yeah.
done explaining. I just want to be like, I just want to have a happy life.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And you know, in the conversations, and I was caught up, and then I saw that I sat back, and me and Kay was just reviewing the comments. And in Kay said, "Look how he responded." I said, "Yeah, it didn't make sense." And then I stopped. I had to stop. I had to stop after that. I said, his response, a couple of guys' responses to us. I said, let me just delete the whole comments thing here because he's not making sense. You know, he didn't make sense at all. But I talk about these things for open conversation. It's all good, and I have to not let myself get out of character. You know, like I've actually. But what I mean is, I actually watch people on these topics, and I can't watch them anymore because they get out of character and they're bringing a heady, high-minded spirit, and I don't want to bring a heady, high-minded spirit and put that out for people to see on YouTube. You understand? So I said, okay, you know what? It happened because I was watching a certain person that speaks on these topics. And I said, I can't watch that person no more because the person is very heady and high minded naturally because he's older. He's older, he knows a lot. But then I watched him over talk a woman yesterday. And I said, okay, no, no. I said, this was off. And like certain guys that, like me, watch people and understand what's going on and understand conversations, understand situations, and I'm looking at it going, no. And I Kay and I said to Kay yesterday, I said, I can't watch this anymore because this right here, it's making me get overexcited and not overexcited, but like it's making me get over aggressive for no reason. Just I was looking at comments, I'm like, "Ah," I'm getting tense. And I'm watching a person that has that same argumentative spirit. And I said, oh, that's why. That's why.
We're
I
trying to
said, that's why
practice
I'm getting like that. Yeah.
calm
Yeah.
ourselves down.
Yeah. I said,
Because
I can't
you're
watch this
calm,
anymore.
you also share
Hmm.
the calm spirit to other people. So, you
Yeah.
know, anyway, as I said earlier, guys, it's hard to explain to close-minded people.
It sure is. Yep.
Let me read some comment here, Jay. We have Simple Rocco. Let me see. This is the one. Clip and who said, if they understand the culture, they will get it. Yeah. They
Hmm.
don't understand the culture yet, and they never
Yeah.
been here, or they may been scammed before. So maybe they
No, but
feel like
it's
that the dependent
no, but it's sad because
dependent is not good.
you even have expats that make videos that don't understand the culture, and they claim they do, but they don't understand it because they pick these things out there to foreigners, and foreigners believe it. It's like they're like gods. It's crazy. And people watch them and like, oh, and it's like, oh, they're doing this, and it's like, man, they're wrong. And I don't say I'm not going to speak up on them, you know, but there's a lot of expats that are wrong. They say certain things, and it's like I sit there and go, this person has no idea. And I don't want
Mhm.
to cause problems and start going back and forth with people.
Actually,
But
the best
yeah,
example is the professor Jay. He already like he has a ex girlfriend, ex wife. I don't. I think it's an ex wife brother. Professor, is it ex wife Filipina or ex girlfriend Filipina? I think he
and he
has
was
two
done
or
wrong.
three.
Yeah,
But he's still looking for Filipina. It doesn't matter if you get hurt. You just need to. If you like Filipina, just keep trying. Maybe find something that is not the before. If you're looking for just pretty face, maybe find
yeah,
something with a good attitude, uh
exactly.
good person, because sometimes pretty
Hmm.
face is just the pretty face, and then so I think
Hmm.
the professor is the best example that not all Filipina is looking for money. They're also looking for love, and
Hmm.
also he's the best example of a guy that still believe in the love for Filipina.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. It's real, and you know, it's a lot of guys leading guys astray, and the thing that happened was when I made that video, right? I already know these guys are coming from those guys' videos because they named a couple of guys, and the comment was deleted. Actually, I have it set to where certain comments is deleted automatically, and he mentioned like three channels names, and I said, yeah, okay, these people, yeah, it doesn't matter that they're older, they're still wrong. You understand? Just because a person is older, don't mean they know what they're talking about. There's a lot of older guys that act like kids. There's a lot of 80-year-old kids, you know, out there, and even in the expat community. And a lot of guys know this. And I'm like, okay, yeah, but they're wrong. These are guys that don't have that natural swagger, that don't really understand women at all, that can't
Mhm.
read women, you know. They can't read women, they can't read situations. And they're out here, they're retired, they're 70 years old, and they don't have a clue. There's a lot of guys like that. They may have a retirement, they may have a pension, all that stuff, but they still don't have a clue about women. And it happens. And they tell you certain things. They tell guys certain things. Oh, you can't do this and you can't do that, and you don't want to do this and you don't want to do that. But it's false. It's false.
The
You know.
professor said we need to set up
Mhm.
orphanage for stupid foreigners.
Yeah. But no, it's and the thing is, and I'm tired. And they tell guys certain things, but I see so much success because guys do it the right way. It's about doing things the right way. It's not about that you can't take a Filipino to the U.S. or that you can't take a do whatever with a Filipina because it's false. Okay, and I said, and the thing is, did you hear what Denzel said today, guys? And he said it, and I said I've said it before, and I know you haven't heard me said it. He said if I took her there and she did me wrong, on to the next one.
Oh, he said
You see
that?
what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. He didn't say it like that. He said it like that though. That's what he said. He said, you know, because you can't sit around and dwell on things and not live life because of what people say or you know or because of fear. You know that's why in Hercules, man, I got nothing but love for you. But that's why when you talking the way you're saying and still might not get married. It's like, bro, you're 20 years old. You're too young.
Also, you need to really know
Yeah,
your Filipina. You cannot just bring your
yeah,
Filipina. Oh, that's why the guy like, oh, I like you. I bring you to my country. I bring you to my country. I give you a business, and then you bring it to your
yeah.
country, and the Filipina change. It's like, oh my gosh, I hate all Filipinos. I cannot bring the Filipinas in the U.S.
Exactly.
You need to know the person first. You just gonna bring the Filipina there. You just met the
You just
Filipina.
met her. Oh yeah, I want to bring you to my country. Your mother. I want to give you business. She's like, huh? That's what happened to the girl. Like a lot of guys watching the video thinking, oh, she was cocky. No, after that, she's wrong because she judged every foreigner. That was wrong. I think
No,
she was
no,
wrong
no.
for that.
But
Huh?
I
But she
told her
still
like,
gave him a chance.
would
Yeah.
you date? She said to me, it's because this is what happened, guys. Jay called me. I was blogging that time in Taytay, and Jay called me, KKK, help me to interview this lady. And people think that I'm the one. I'm I thought I'm the one stopping Jay to ask question, but the girl doesn't like to speak English, so she
Yeah.
just want to speak Tagalog with me, and she's more comfortable talking to me than Jay. She's comfortable talking to Jay, but she's open to me more. And then she said he's okay, but she was shocked when the guy asked, I will bring you to the US. She said like, what do you think of me? You're buying me right now.
Yeah.
She felt like being degraded. Like, what do you think of Filipina? We're easy to get. Like, you buy me, you bring me to US. I'm not, made to order bride. But she said he's okay. But if the guy doesn't do like that, maybe she will date. She will date him. She want
Hmm.
a date, not like. And she said she can date a foreigner still in the future if there's a guy that really like treat her right, you know. But anyway, Jay, Soy has a question for you.
What's that?
She's asking, what are the foreigner likes in the Pinay? What are the
What the
most
foreigner?
things that foreigner likes to Filipina?
I think what a foreigner likes in the Filipina is that she's okay, give Geraldine Danica's YouTube channel. I think the things that guys like in the Filipina is the patience. Filipinas are extremely patient. That's one thing that's missing in the West. That's why guys are coming to the Philippines. Filipinas. Filipinos are patient. Okay, Filipinos are patient and they're very understanding people. All Filipinos are very understanding. So I think the patience that the women have here is different. It's night and day between here and the West. Okay, where women don't want to put in the time anymore. Women don't want to put in. Women don't have the patience. They're not ready to put in the time. Before me and Kay got married, Kay went and got cooking lessons from her mom and talked to her father about situations to get information. Okay, women don't do that in the West. All right, Kay went and did that. Kay went to her father, went to her mother, talked about things, and women don't do it. Women don't put in the time. They don't have the patience. And so Filipinos still have patience, but the West is seeping in because it's seeping into the Filipino culture because Filipinos are so much, they're up on what happens in the West. Like Philippines is like almost turning into the West. It pretty much is the West with the music. But still, I think with the toxicity here, I think it helps out the Philippines actually. And I said that when I spoke about the toxicity in the Philippines, I think that keeps people grounded, believe it or not. I think it keeps people grounded. I think them putting that pressure, it's negative and it's wrong, but it keeps people honest. That's why when I was out and I asked that same girl I put in a video, this was like last week. I asked her. She said she had a husband, and she said she had a kid. And I can tell from the way she answered me that she actually had the kid before she got married. But the fact that she got pregnant and got married said everything. You understand what I'm saying? The fact that she got pregnant and then got married right after says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It says, okay, you know what? She said, we made the mistake. What are we doing now? You know what I'm saying? And I even had family that did that. People in the family, they have a baby and then they get married, right? They sometimes get married right away. They get married soon after because that's what you're supposed to do. Because when you separate, the children feels it. And I was wrong for that when I was younger,
Mike, you love to travel, said, yes, Filipinas are the best. And then Pinay Forever said the one that they like for Filipina are loving, understanding, patience, and of course we got humor too. Yeah, we got a
Yeah,
lot of
true.
sense of humor. Jay love me on
Hey,
that because
humor. Yep.
I have a sense of humor. You cannot notice. I don't know if you notice, but I have a lot of sense of humor. Clip and who said Hercules journey. If you spend time learning the culture, you will find someone for you. And I have no doubt. And then Hercules said, sure, but until then, might take years for me to take an income online. How do I cope with being alone? I'm afraid I will never witness teenage love if I grow
So,
too old.
well, bro,
Hercules,
B, I'm gonna give you the time, bro, B. I'm gonna give you the time you want. He said, Jay, my brother, Filipino to me is so clingy, so emotional. Won't be under me day and night. I give them money. I let them stay in my townhouses. I help them start business. Clinging. Well, B, why you giving them, letting them stay in your townhouses? Why are you giving them money? Why are you doing those things that you don't need to do? Unless they're with you and they're with you. Because it seems to me like you're just like the situation I'm explaining, Will be, to where you're leading with money, and yeah, they could be begging you, but you know what? You don't have to accept every invite. Every invite is not meant to be accepted, So that's how I feel about that. And I said it before, and I told Kay, I said, Kay, I really need to write a book. I need to write a book with like rules and laws on what to do when dating, because a lot of guys get mixed up because they don't really understand. Nobody's ever taught them. They're not around manly men a lot of times. Maybe I don't know what it is to teach them certain things when it comes to women. And of course, one of those things is not leave with money. I start businesses in countries. Final love will develop with time. Yeah, but
and also
let's take
I
hold it
was
down, okay? I gotta use the bathroom.
all right. So guys, I was reading the message of Hercules here. He said, um it may take years for me to make an income online. How do I cope with being alone? And I'm afraid I will never witness teenage love if I go too old. Hercules is not like that. You know, there's a lot of also Filipino like me. Example, when I graduated my college, after I graduated college, I started to work. I focused on working more than, having a boyfriend and girlfriend. If I'm a man, girlfriend, but having a boyfriend, you need to focus to yourself first, and then the right person will just come along the way. Sometimes you don't need to search for it. Sometimes it's just right there, and then, unexpected. But sometimes you need to search for it. But if you find someone, you just need to know the person first. Deeply know the person. It's not because you meet the person and then after a few months you're gonna be together and you decide to get married. Just know the person first, because you always have a lot of time to get married. But if you feel that she's the one and you know her already, then get married. Let me read the comments for you here while we're waiting for Jay. Cliff and who said, I was looking for family-oriented, loving, and sense of humor. I found it in spades with my asawa. Aww. Let me see. I think they say something. What
Chino.
happened? I think there's something comment here for you. This is what Cliff and who said to you. Hercules, you don't have to miss out on early love. Just don't look for final love. Yeah, sometimes you just need to keep looking. Maybe the first love is the final love, or maybe she's not. So you just need to keep finding. Of course, if don't play around with the girls, but you can finally find. Let's ask Jay, because I'm a woman, so I have my woman ideas that I can give, but Jay is different, manly ideas. How are you gonna say that?
What do you mean? Um,
Because he's saying that he's not gonna experience teenage love if he's just gonna wait. Like
well,
if
no,
you're
not
gonna wait.
wait. Um, not wait. I think what you got to do is not necessarily wait. I think you know what you do. If you really serious and you want to get married, find that one now. Don't wait. Even though you're not ready, find that one now and try to make it happen.
Hi
Try to make it
Chino.
happen now. Yeah, that's true.
Did
Yeah,
I
if you're not
forever say?
jabbed, you can't come to the Philippines. A
Yeah, go
rose.
ahead, go
That's
ahead.
true. Oh no, I'm saying rose. If you're not jabbed, you can't come to the Philippines. That's facts. But what were you gonna say, kid?
Wolbit said, listen, bro, I build radio station globally. I have to secure a home before I get there. Use the female to navigate for me, talk for me. I never dare for the women in there to build.
Okay. Well, that's something different. Okay. All right. So now, did they confirm that you need the jab to go? Well, no, actually, well, you got to get the vaccine in order to come to the Philippines. Well, you can't come yet, Rose. That's the thing. Actually, I think Rose is Filipino. Rose, you have to. The Philippines not open yet. So, oh yeah, Rose, yeah, you can't come yet.
We're
You
not
gotta.
sure if you're Filipino, if you can enter without the vaccine. I'm not sure yet. We didn't check
I don't
that
know.
yet. For the
Yeah.
foreigner, I think you need to be
You
vaccinated to enter.
probably if you're Filipino, you can enter without the vaccine.
Yeah,
The foreign has to be vaccinated. Yeah.
but we're not too sure, guys, if the OFW can, or not even an OFW or a Filipino balikbayan, if they can enter without the
hmm
vaccination. But I think foreigner.
With my situation though, I already know I'm gonna have to take the vaccine. I didn't take it yet, but I'm going to have to take it because I do plan on seeing my son. So I'm gonna be in U.S. and back. I'm gonna have to mess around. I'm gonna have to accept it. Unfortunately, you know. Hopefully, it's nothing crazy to it, but I'm gonna have to accept it. Simply because they will make the jab mandatory in a few years, so might as well take it now. Well, actually, the crazy thing is, I don't say it like that. Like, I might as well take it now. because what they're doing now is they're making you get it and get it again and get it again. So it's like I'm waiting until I like officially going somewhere to get it because I'm healthy here. Okay, I'm healthy here. Never got it. Don't see myself getting anytime soon. I'm usually protected around people, and when the time comes and I'm ready to go somewhere, that's when I get the jab. I'm ready
Yeah, and
to.
also if
Yeah.
they actually get stricter here, because what they're planning to do is they're gonna create a bubble for. That's what they're trying to suggest, to create a bubble for the people that's vaccinated already. But there are also some other, I forget who said no, you cannot do that bubble thingy. Like you cannot go to the mall. They're gonna say you need to have a vaccination card to enter to the mall. And then
Mm-hmm.
the other, I forget the name. I was watching it in the news, said that you cannot do that right now because it's also for the human rights. Like people,
Mm-hmm.
person have the rights to put anything in their body, but they're thinking of doing the bubble vaccination bubble for the people who already vaccinated. So
Yeah, but
I
in the
can.
Philippines, they're still talking human rights. In the States, they don't care about those human rights. It's just you gotta get the jab, and you don't work. It's getting crazy in the world, but most
Oh yeah,
people
Clip
getting
and
it
Roo
though.
said,
Most people want to work. Yeah.
guys, Clip and Roo, are you fully vaccinated? Because they're coming in October. They're coming to the Philippines for good in October. So are you guys fully vaccinated? Because she said, I will let you know in October, guys. Because I don't know if they're fully vaccinated. Because we doesn't know too if the foreigner need to be vaccinated, fully vaccinated before they come here. But maybe yes, right, Jay?
Well, they may be able to
Not
slide.
sure. I'm not sure.
They may be able to slide. They may be able to slide because I don't know though. They may not get out without being. He said yes. Is
Ah,
that
okay.
yes that he's gonna
I think they
he's gonna
are
get
fully
vaccinated?
vaccinated.
Okay. Yeah. So they're good then. So they're good then. But excuse me. Oh man, it's not over for tourists, but I think you can. I think if you want to move, I think if you want to move there, you still can. You have to talk with the Philippines consulate here and get visa before you leave. Well, I don't think that's true, Mike. You love to travel. I don't think you can just. It's not open for tourists. Okay, that's what you're saying. It's not open for tourists, but I think you can. If you want to move there, well, no, I don't think you can. No, you can't. If you want to move here, you're still not a resident, a citizen. You know, a SRV, nothing like that. I don't know if they're doing an SRV right now. You
I
can't.
think they
You
do.
gotta, huh? So yeah,
They
maybe
do
you
the
can do that.
SRRB. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I think I suggest to Clip and Rue, once they have here, process the permanent resident as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I think he has already permanent
They probably could
resident.
pass it. Yeah. They
Yeah.
probably could
They do
pass this
already
now. Yeah.
because they cannot enter without that, or they can do the
Yeah.
balikbayan visa anyway. So
Yeah. They could. Yeah. They're gonna get it no matter what. Because
yeah,
he's about buying through her. They're
Mm-hmm.
married. So all I gotta do is get that taken care of. He's good. He's good. They
So
can be all right.
Silvio said, "I'll wait. I am sure when I can go back. No reason to take it now since PH is not open." Yeah, that's right. Because what happened is I was telling to the Grab driver he already vaccinated 6 months ago or a few months ago, so they need to do a third what do you call that? What do you call the third vaccination?
Booster.
Booster. So I said, Kuya, you're gonna get booster this coming November, and then if I do the job in December, I don't need the booster in 8 months. You have already like another booster, and it's my first job. So guys, we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna do it, but once it's not allow us to buy food anymore, and we're gonna do it
Well,
once
no,
we
I'm not gonna
travel.
do it. No, I'm not doing to do it because of that. I'll do it because I have to go see my son.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
because
definitely.
yeah,
So
I gotta go back in the States. But you know, who knows? Who knows? Because me, like I tell you guys, me, I work at home. I don't need to be like I don't have to go outside. I work at home, so I haven't needed anything. Me and Kay, like you guys will see us in videos, but every time me and Kay outside, fully masked up, fully face shielded up, so we're not worried about getting anything. Hmm.
all right. So Chino
But
said I took both vaccination and I took a picture of my card. So when the Philippines does open, I can use that you travel to the plane because they're asking for proof. I think
yeah,
you have a card, right? I think they have the card.
yeah, they have the
And
vaccination card, but me and Kay. are gonna make our way soon, guys.
We
We're gonna
will be
make our way
going to the
soon.
province
Yeah, we're gonna
soon.
make our way soon. I figured out. I figured. Just think about it. You can get satellite internet, right? I'm willing to pay $400 to $500 a month for the fastest satellite internet service. So if I can get, because when you got the satellite connection, it's going straight to you, so you definitely getting those speeds. It's not going through cable lines and being run all through the province. It's going directly to your home. So whatever speed they're saying I'm getting, I'm probably gonna get that speed. So I figure out if I'm gonna probably if I gotta pay 400, 500 more. I actually got that idea from Cliff. Cliff said it. When
Yeah.
was it last week, right? And I said, okay, I might well get the satellite and go work and go start building our house. So in February, our lease is up here, and it's slow speed. But Rocco. I'm not getting I'm getting the speed, Rocco. I don't play like right now. I got 100 what's hours 150.
Mhm.
150. Rocco, I'm getting speed, Rocco. I'm not getting. See, when people have satellite internet, they're playing around. I'm getting speed. I'm talking about $500 a month. $500 a
Actually,
month.
we spoke. I was speaking with the lady. They have the we link we IT. That's the name of their
Yeah.
satellite
And
company.
satellite's not like it used to be. It's not like it used to be back in the day.
But
It's different now.
she said that the Mbps was 50 Mbps, but it depends on how many user. But she said
Yeah.
if it sometimes it's slower than that, like the upload is 5 Mbps, and the 50 Mbps
It's
is the
available
download.
here.
That is for WIT, but we're waiting for Starlink from
hmm
who's the guy Jay that made
Elon
the
Musk. Elon Musk.
yeah
Elon Musk is moving Starlink to the Philippines,
2022.
and yeah, but we're gonna get this one. We're gonna get V-Link, and we're gonna have that in the province because that's the only way we're gonna get high speed out there. So, and I'm not gonna stay in the city, guys. I want to be in the province and experience country living. I want to go out there, have a home, and then have a farm too. And then maybe even have another farm. I want to see what I can get and out there. I know what I can get. I know what I'm gonna have, but I want to see what else I can do when I go out there. And I got to be in a province to do it. So I got to get out the city. I
Mhm.
have to. Like it's mandatory now. Yeah.
Simple Rocco said, is that even available? They're not yet, but I searched it online, and 8 months ago somebody make a video about it. And I searched
Yeah.
also that Starlink is coming by to 2022 here in the
Actually,
Philippines.
some people are testing it. They're allowing people to test it in the Philippines. So I think I'm
Not
going to
yet.
what?
It's not tested yet. It says
Well, yeah,
there
I'm
on
gonna
the
I'm gonna sign up.
you need to sign up, and
You gotta
then
pay. You can
what?
pay $50. I'm
Baby,
gonna
let
sign
me
up and pay
finish
50.
what I'm
No, I'm good.
saying.
Okay, good.
Guys, the price is 25,000 for the actual thing, the actual satellite, and monthly is
hmm
5,000 every month.
Yeah.
It is gonna be you're gonna sign up so that once they try it here, you will be one of the one who gonna able to try it to your place as well. But you need to have one
Yeah.
location only. If you said that location, that's the one you're gonna use. That's what it said online. So we're
hmm
waiting for Starlink.
Chicken roux, no pigs and chicken for me. Oh no. Number one, I don't eat pork. Me and Kay don't eat pork. And number two, me and Kay are gonna stop eating meat, especially when we go to province. And also too, I don't want a chicken. I don't want to have the eggs and all. I don't
No, it's
looking to do
talking
that.
about taking good care of chicken, like having a bunch
Yeah,
of chicken
I
to
don't want
sell,
chickens. No, I don't
not to
want
eat,
chickens.
right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't want it. I don't, why would I sell chicken? I'm selling death.
okay.
I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna be out there with cows. I'll be out there with plants. So I'm going out there to change up everything. I'm gonna do it with everything now. Well, I'm not doing nothing. I'm still. I want to go out there and I want to get myself on strictly everything plant based and change my whole lifestyle around. I mean, I was there before. I want to get to that and be plant based. You know, disciplined, and that's how I want to live.
So guys, soon, not soon, but very soon, you will see us blogging at home in the province,
Yeah,
in my province, and
yeah,
we're gonna
building a
build a
house. Yeah.
small house only, a very small house, and while we're doing that, we're staying in my mother's house first. So
But we're gonna start out with a small house, and then we're gonna build a bigger house around that small house after that small house is built.
We're gonna ask Wallace like to teach us how to plant. I'm joking. So we can start planting some,
Yeah.
plants, ano to? Vegetables. So
Hmm.
anything happen, we have food to eat.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if I know vegetable work for me. Yeah, vegetables.
Hmm.
Hello, Vicky Camacho. Morning from California. High desert. Looking forward to those videos. Yes, Clip and Rue, we will make a lot of videos. So I'm not able to go to Tai no more. I'm gonna
Well,
vlog
no,
you on where to
well, no,
buy
Kay.
the product.
What I'm gonna do with Kay, what I'm gonna do with Kay is like say while we going out there in the province, right? I still want to come back to Manila and for like a month at a time sometimes, and have Kay going around and just see if we get her shopping blogs that she gets. And so you'll go around for like 3 weeks of like just hitting it up, and every time you hit it up, every day you get like 3, 4, 5 videos, 6 videos, and so you got the videos stocked. So you got video stock. So if one day you get 7 videos, imagine you're here for 2 months or for a month straight, and you're getting them the videos. I want to do it like that, and I had the videos
Don't
ahead of
worry,
time.
Sis Pinay. Forever, I will still have a lot of videos once we visit. Only thing is not gonna be easy to going back and forth in Manila to the province, but it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
soon, but not too soon. I mean, not
They're
very
not too
soon.
soon. Yeah, we still got a lot of time. Yeah.
I have Jay actually have 1,000 pesos challenge where to buy your wife worth 1,000 pesos challenge in Taytay. He gonna upload it soon. And one of the outfit is this. I'm wearing it right now, guys.
This is running
For
right now.
only,
Yeah.
how much is this, babe? 60 pesos? 60
Yeah, 6 pesos.
pesos.
Yeah.
60 pesos, guys. 60 or 90?
Yeah.
60, right? Or
Yeah. It was
50?
I
Or
don't know. I think that
45?
was 6. That was 60. That was 60. The one you got on was 60.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we're trying to go maybe like around February, March. We're trying to go to Mindoro.
We are building in November. The supplies are available. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, that's the reason why I bought the property next to the house in the Philippines, so we can grow our own fruits. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Also, Chino, we're gonna build a small house, and then while we waiting to, we're gonna save to build a bigger house. We're gonna start planting first, so we can have crops that we can cook, fresh
Mm-hmm.
vegetables that we can eat on our, We're gonna be Jay. We're gonna be farmer Jay. I'm joking.
Yeah, I am.
Farmer Jay.
I am. Yeah, he said, look, people, unless you're building in the Philippines, it's boring after all the parties. And yeah, no, it's true. After all the parties, and it happens to guys all the time. Guys come out here and they party and all of that. And then after that's done, it's like they're bored and lonely and they're depressed. Depression is real in the Philippines. It's crazy because I'm sure, and I'm not trying to bash anybody, guys. I'm just being real. I'm sure there's guys that make videos that are depressed, but will never tell you. They will never tell you they're depressed out here because they're lonely, and then we see them with women and everything in the videos, but they're lonely. They're lonely, and they're depressed, and they will never show it. And it's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad. It's like a lot of guys that are living a lie. They're making it say, oh, come here and then you're retired, and then this is this. The Philippines can be very boring, and especially, you don't have a wife, and you always worried. You always, oh man, I wonder if this is going on with her. I mean, that's not a life to live, man. It's not. It's not a comfortable life. Being real, I'm a young guy, and I'm telling you that. It's not. It's not a comfortable life to live. I mean, when you're always thinking on your toes. It's just not good. It's just not, you know.
That's why you need to have to do especially right now there's pandemic, you need to do other stuff
Yeah.
like in the computer, find other, like for example, you want to learn how to make a website, learn, do something productive, because right now especially there's a lockdown. Is really
Yeah.
boring. Jay and I is just the only time we able to go out is when we buy grocery. That's our
Mm-hmm.
date, guys, when we buy food, or we went to walk around the place, the
Mm-hmm.
Pasig, just to walk, and that's it. And then when I go to Taytay and blog there and buy some stuff to sell in my store, so our life is not like before. Before we can attend some event, There's a lot of
Yeah,
events before, and now you cannot do it because there's no events no more. You just need to do something so that you will not get bored, right, Jay?
yeah. It's just it could be really boring here. I mean, now it's coming to the point where the way how the world is. It's the thing though is like in the province, right? Right now we're in Case Province in Manila, lockdowns. Case Province, it's been pretty much the new normal for the entire time this has been happening. We've been in Manila. So it's like I'm finally fed up. I'm finally fed up. No, but not fed up. I'm finally like, okay, you know what? We shouldn't be in the city anyway. Okay, we gotta hit the province. We got land there. It's time to go because things are getting more intense. And I said it to anybody, even in the states. If you live in the cities, find something in the country. You know, get into your Bible. If you want Bible studies, I would love to do Bible studies. Email me to blackfilipino@gmail.com because all the truths you see in the Bible is coming to fruition. All of the things that talked about, in the end times is coming to fruition, and it's real. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, it's real.
Chino said, that's what I did, Jay. The house I have now is 1 bedroom, but I'm going to switch it to 3 bedroom when I get to the
Hmm.
Philippines. God knows when that is. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
always, actually, guys, we're searching, Jay and I is searching for the cheapest way to build a house for
Hmm.
now. So we have something to stay there because my mother has a house in the province. We can stay there. But still, you want to build your own house, but it's smaller only, just a small house, maybe 2 bedroom only, maybe
Hmm.
50 square meters, right, babe?
Yeah, yeah,
Only because
yeah.
the
The
bigger
house
it
is
is,
gonna
the
be
more it
small.
is.
We're gonna build a small house in the back because the land is what 200 square meters. So we're gonna build a small house like 50, 60 square meters in the back, and that's gonna be like the back house. You have the house and you have like the back house, like the guest house. That's gonna be the guest house. So we're gonna build the guest house first because it's small and easy to build. So we're gonna do that first, build the guest house, then we're gonna build the main house after. So at least if things come down to the come down, we have the guest house. I don't mind living in
Mhm.
that. you
Actually, I
know?
asked my sister. I was asking my sister because she has already the husband already building the house when they're still here working in Manila. I
Yeah.
asked her how much did you spend to build the house, and she said their house is 80 square meters. The
Hmm.
land is owned by my sister husband.
Yeah.
They bought it together. I think it's like from the father. But anyway, the land is 80 square meters, and they spent only 250,000, guys. Two hundred
Yeah.
fifty, 280. But the thing
Yeah.
is,
That's five
his
thousand dollars.
father his father is the one building the house, and some
Mm-hmm.
other like woods are free. So they told me that if they're gonna build a house the same like them, we're gonna spend around 400,000.
That's
So,
fine.
but their house is half concrete, half nipa. It's not like fully concrete the whole thing.
Yeah, and also, see, the thing is, like for the 400,000, right? That's for $8,000. So for $8,000, you can build a house. It's not bad. That's actually excellent. Like it's like say no more. It's one of those situations. Say no more. You know. So if I can build something concrete that can last a hurricane, or very strong weather that can last a typhoon, count me in. You know, count me in.
The Bigo said, "Hello everyone, I have type 2 diabetes and I'm on similar plant-based journey, but I eat fish,
Sorry.
no red meat, chicken or dairy." Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
We know that you brother Bigo has type 2 We know you have a diabetes, but I don't know it's type 2. But that's good for
Mm-hmm.
you, bro. Just keep doing that because we're trying to be out of eating chicken and
Yeah.
fish and totally vegan. But right now we stop eating red meat. We stop eating not red meat. I mean beef.
We
We don't
did. We
eat
don't
pork.
eat red meat. Yeah. We don't eat pork. We ain't none of that. But we gotta give up the chicken and the fish too. And that's
Mhm.
the next step we want to make because when I first came, I was vegan. First came out here. Then I stepped off that will, but then also why I stepped off of that, I was drinking too. When I came here, I was drinking. So. But hey, I'm not gonna point out the bad, but no, I say that to say, even me as following a Christian life, there's a struggle. And all of the men in the Bible they struggle, but do we continuously struggle? Not forever. I don't see myself struggling forever. Because I'm not going to be there's not going to be drunkards in heaven. You understand? So, and I want to make it to heaven. So every day, God has helped me and He's pointing me out to things. When the Holy Spirit walks with you, it points you out your faults. Oh, you need to give this up. You need to give that up. And so either you're going to keep listening or you're going to keep rejecting. You see what I'm saying? So it's real. It's really like that, y'all. Mm-hmm.
Chino said, I think 60 pesos one. Chino, $1 is equivalent to 50 pesos right now. If you search it in Google, it's 50 pesos right now. Kevin White said, Pete White, growing your own veggies and fruits is so satisfying. As you know, you're eating healthy, natural stuff with no additives and preservatives, correct? I go okra, eggplant, herbs, moringa, etc. in my small yard in Ohio. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Jay loves moringa.
Yeah, moringa. That's one of the things. My big thing, Big O. I'm Ampalaya for Big O.
No, that's
Yeah,
Keith
Ampalaya,
White.
bro. No, I know what Keith White said. I'm talking about Big O said he got type 2 diabetes. He need to get some Ampalaya. It's crazy because Kate makes it. I used to hate it. I love Ampalaya now. That's the most bitter. It's bitter melon. So, oh man, but the health benefits though, whew, man, there's some health benefits in eating Ampalaya. Moringa too. Moringa too. That's good. That's good that you're going at, Keith White. Moringa's good. Jim, looking at empty properties here in the States next to each other. That's where I'm going to build my Yusawa, her dream house. And it's wild. I want to get some property out there in the States too, because they got cheap. It's gonna actually go up though. They're gonna start raising those prices because people now are gonna be looking to get out to cities. So those are gonna raise those prices on land. So right now, where you can get your land in the country in the States, get it. Because I won't be surprised if they raise that soon.
Ismail Bay has a question for you, Jay. Don't they consume a lot of pork in the province?
Well, actually, they do, but I'm not around that. Like usually when people eat, how can I say it? Me and Kay wasn't like because Kay's family don't eat pork, so we're not really around people to eat pork like that. That's like Kay's family on her father's side, like they eat pork, but we're not really involved. I don't know. It's different. Like the people we're around don't eat pork. That's what it is.
There is in the inner province, of course, some people who eat pork. There's, because I have my classmates selling like, what do you call the one that you fried it? I forgot. I don't know how do you call that in the chicken. No, the one that they cut it and then they cook it like I don't know how do you call it. We don't eat pork. Like it's not chicharon, but it's square like this, and then they cook it, and she's selling it because I was seeing it selling it in Facebook. So there's also a butcher place there. I know the butcher place because this my school where I'm studying before is just near there, like the kindergarten that is studying before. There's a butcher place there that where they butcher animals and beef, cow, and then um, pigs.
Yeah. But yeah, but no, we usually not around people to eat pork. It's to the point now. It's my bay. I don't judge anybody, but I wouldn't hang around people eating pork. A lot of times you are what you eat, and I'm not saying I wouldn't hang around. I'm saying it wrong. I'm not trying to judge anybody. I'm just saying, not I wouldn't hang around them. It's just the people that I know don't eat pork. People that I'm around. So, but yeah, they do consume a lot of pork in the Philippines, and because of the way that the society is right now, Ishmael, me and Kay are not outside around people that much. Like before, I can go to different areas, be around. I still can, but I choose not to because of what's going on in the world. I choose not to be like in different areas, just hanging out anymore. Plus it's not the same as it was before pandemic.
Not lately, babe. 400 plus kg now. 400 plus. That's
Mhm.
from the professor. The Bigo experience said, yes, I eat ampalaya. We grow it in our garden. It grows
Yeah,
like wildfire. I used to
wildfire. I
dislike
see
it,
that.
but now I love it. Yeah,
I love it too, man.
did Jomalyn cook you ginisang ampalaya
Oh
with
yeah,
egg?
Ampalaya.
Jay doesn't like it before, guys, when I
Oh, I
was
love
making
it.
it. Especially if
I
I
love it
forget to
bitter
squeeze
too.
it.
I love it bitter now.
It's good if you don't squeeze it so that the whole bitterness and the whole healthy benefit is still there. But I squeeze it like maybe 2 to 3 times just to remove a little bit of bitterness, but still bitter. And then make onions, garlic, then put the ampalaya, and then tomatoes. And then after that one is cooked, put the egg, and that's it. Or you can also eat it with like that. But right now we're still eating eggs, so I put eggs, brown eggs, and 2 eggs on that, and one whole ampalaya. And it's really healthy. Actually, it's help for the blood flow if you have a high blood and also diabetes. Also, Jay enjoying right now okra, guys. Jay loves steam okra. Just plain steam okra, no flavor. Because Jay and I will be gonna start be cooking some vegan food on our fitness journey. I will be sharing you guys
Yeah.
how I prepare food for Jay on how he become healthier. I mean lose weight. So I'll be sharing that on our fitness journey. So please subscribe to our fitness journey. That will be in the community. You can see it there. We'll be start cooking. I plan to do it this week, maybe one dish this week, just to show you guys that even though the food is bland, even though you don't put too much salt, it still tastes good because
Hmm.
most of the vegetable has their own natural taste. So I hope you watch that, guys. I will be uploading that video on our fitness journey. Check the community and subscribe. Wow,
Yeah, yeah.
promotion!
Well, no, yeah, no, you got to promote it. You know, you got to promote it because that's the whole point of the channel. Like we want to show you guys because like guys, it's really that simple. You know, you put down the beer. If you're a drinker, put down the beer and pick up another habit. That's what it's about. That's how you kick back the other bad habits. You got to pick up another habit. And I knew, of course, prayer, prayer, and prayer and trusting God, and also having another hobby, to replace those habits. That's what did it for me. I would pray, and then I said I wanted to stop drinking and smoke. I said, God, I want to stop drinking and smoking. By the time I'm 40, and then I got to the point where I had too much salt, and God said, no, you're gonna stop now, because I had the mini strokes and I had to stop. Yeah,
Actually, guys, it's
and
really hard to.
yeah.
I was requesting that to Jay since he came here. Like, babe, stop
Hmm.
smoking. It's not really
Yeah.
good because in the cigarette you can see the you,
And guys,
you can see the
no,
the effects on the cigarette. I
I
said,
had I had a demon over me. That's what it really like that, guys. It's real, and I can show you guys. That stuff is evil in it, and that's why they call it wine and spirits. They call it spirits for a reason because it's evilness around it. And you know, I was drinking, smoking forever, okay, and it was killing me. It was killing. I felt I needed it. I felt I needed. That was like people say, okay, I'm stressed. I need to smoke a cigarette. That was me. Okay, I'm stressed. I need to have a drink. Oh man, I'm stressed. And then I would start. If I didn't have a drink, I would start feeling like I was stressed. And I wasn't like a super alcoholic. One of those guys that be on the corner with a bottle. I was the guy that was a functioning alcoholic. Drink after work. And yeah, I was killing myself
yeah,
because I
I
was so
was happy,
comfortable with it.
guys. I was happy that really stopped because it's really
Yeah.
hard. Like, I never smoke. I never drink. I don't
Hmm.
smoke, and I know that other people also, like, I was searching online that the struggle of leaving the smoking. But if
It
you
was
just
hard.
try little by little, Jay actually is crazy. Like, Jay, stop. Maybe don't smoke only one stick for today, and then two stick for today, one stick tomorrow. He said, no, I'm gonna stop. Jay is crazy. When he stopped, totally
Yeah,
stop. He don't like
I had to.
because Jay, I was searching online, like when you want to stop a habit, you're gonna stop it
Yeah,
slowly,
yeah.
right?
No,
Jay's like,
Kay
stop.
said, Kay said, babe, start smoking less. I was like, no, I'm not smoking at all. She said,
No,
what?
no, that was before your no. But when you got
Yeah,
the smoke, I said, no, baby, don't smoke
yeah,
no
no,
more.
because yeah, no, no,
It's really like the effect is not really good. Let's read the
yeah,
comment, Jay.
yeah.
Amen. You guys look good. Thank you, Douglas DeSico. The Black Filipino TV. Jay, in your opinion, how does one enjoy life?
How does one enjoy life? I mean, you're not enjoying life until you're right within your soul. A lot of times, you ever think about that? Like you'll be, and this is me for me anyway, and I'm sure it's for a lot of people. You'll be doing things in life, and you just feel empty no matter what. You feel empty. Like no matter what you get around to, you just feel empty. You just don't feel complete. And then you start thinking one day. That's how it happened with me. I said, "What's life about? Why these things happening in the world?" And then I learned the truth. And you're not going to be fully happy until your soul is at peace. No matter how much money you make, no matter what position you're in life, that's why people are rich and still unhappy. You're not going to be happy until you get that right connection with God. And when the Holy Spirit is consoling you and walking with you and helping guide your steps, and when the Holy Spirit is doing that and you're walking with it, that's when you're truly going to be happy. Because without that, you're not going to be happy. You're going to keep running in circles, um, thinking, what is this about? Like, why do I feel incomplete? You're going to keep feeling like that, and then you're not going to know why. You're not going to know why, and then you could be, and then you'll see people like pastors on TV, and like a lot of times these guys on TV are just what do you call it? They're just what do you call it? Not what do you call them? How they
Fighting?
say it? No, prosperity, not prosperity. I'm trying to say it right. Prosperity preachers. I forgot what you call them. The ones that just talk about good things
Start
and they
with
don't speak
letter
about real things. Yeah, I think so. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Like the guys, you got the Joel Osteens and those guys, and a lot of them, and they just, well, God wants this for you, and like it's not real. And I got to the point. I said, I want the Bible. I don't want, everything's gonna be all right. I didn't want that. I wanted the Bible, and then that's what happened. That's when God came to me and showed me the Bible for what it really is. And then from there, I started to feel more complete. I started to feel more complete, because I was lost. I started to feel more complete, and then I started getting answers to questions that was going on in my life. I was going through paranoia at one point, and then God showed me the paranoia I was going through, and it was crazy. God showed me that a third of those spirits, like there's 2/3 of the spirits that stayed in heaven, and a third of those spirits are on this earth with us. So, because Satan was kicked out with it, he took a third of the angels. Now he's right now here on earth with us. So I start live streams on Sundays at 9. So now a third of those angels are here on the earth. So a lot of those things you hear about in Hollywood, guys, that's real. That's real stuff. And these people doing all these rituals and stuff, that's real. It's real. Like it's not people just saying, "Oh, they're hating on Jay-Z or they're hating on all of these different actors," or no, it's not. It's facts. These people they're really possessed. They're possessed out there, and it's sad. You know,
Mhm.
and that's exactly how you enjoy life, really, by loving God. Like my cousin, I spoke with him. He went to church. He went to church. He wanted to go. He said, I need a break. He wanted to go to Miami. I said, bro, you're going to go to Miami. And what are you going to get out of that? My cousin's a handsome guy. I said, you're going to get some girl to come up to you and approach you. And maybe you're going to go for it. And I said, but I ain't nothing to say, man. Because he wants to follow the right way. He wants to give his life to God. He wants to give his life to God. He wants to follow that right way. And that's the right way to follow. And years ago, this is like 2013, 14, he went with me upstate, and I went to church with him up there, and he seen me. I gave up everything at that point. I said, you know what? I was trying to get in the music industry, and I was going to be there because I had a great plan. I actually had a I used to have a music promotion company, and me and my friend, we started. The one who actually brought me to God. He brought me to God, and so then one day he said, "Bro," he said, and this bugged me out. And a lot of people won't get over this, but it's true. Then one day I'll tell you what happened. He showed me the Bible, and then he showed me the calendar. Right? He showed me the Bible and showed me the calendar, and then he showed me this. This will made me believe in the truth. He showed me the 10 Commandments, and then when he showed me the calendar. He said, "Look, bro, this is the seventh day of the week." And I said, "Well, I've been lied to my whole life." And he showed me how I've been lied to, and I couldn't believe it. And I said, "Wow, I can't believe this. I was lied to." And that's why when I was going into the churches, and they were just doing the drums and everything, and I said, "I don't want that." Then come to find out, they're not supposed to have drums in the church, because those drums, like that's the same thing they use a lot of times in Africa. I know, people say the ancestors and all that, but yeah, the ancestors, those drums were used for evil spirits, and they're not supposed to have the drums in the church. They're like, it's not supposed to be in the church. And it's even in the music too, that stuff comes through and it influences you. Like they put spells behind the stuff. It's real. And, I'm learning these things, and I'm taking to it because I was involved in that industry. Well, no, the Psalm Samuel Harris, you're getting it confused. It's not talking about those kind of drums. Like the Psalms is talking about like the wall drums, like doom. See, it's a difference on how you play the drums, Samuel Harris. The drums not supposed to be played in that rhythmic style. Like usually, when you hear, you ever heard church music and hear like war drum style? They're talking about those drums, not the drums like. It's a different type of drum they're talking about in Psalms. So, yeah, that's what it is. Psalms is when they say, beat. You sing a song with drum. That's the one he's talking about. I forgot the name of the verse, but yeah, that's the war type drums. It's different. But anyway, and I'm not gonna do too much on this channel, guys, because I'm sure I'll show you guys. I'm just talking about it now, but I'm also gonna put it in the community because I can't. I would feel crazy not showing you guys the truths that I know, but I'm gonna share it in the community so you guys, if you want to go watch the channel, you can go watch it. I won't just dump it on you guys. I'll show it. I'll show it here and there, but so you guys can see it in the community. And if you want to come over to the other channel, you can. And that's all I'll do. I won't push it down your throats. I'll just put it out there. And if you guys want to see it, you can come watch it. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. But let's get back to what we were talking about, y'all. I said, "Hi, you can have it, Jay." And it depends on how you used it. We can praise the Lord with music and instruments. Yeah. But
Clip and said, "Is it okra slimy?" I was reading the one on the top. Yeah, it's a little bit okra is a little bit like this. What do you call this? Like this, babe? Like a little bit slime, like slime.
Oh, I love it though. I love that sliminess in okra. I love it, man.
Jay said, "Oh my gosh, I searched online. I eat a lot of okra when he get this after the stroke. I always cook him every other day okra, every other day ampalaya with egg." He said, "I'm getting hard like a boy in this okra," and then I search online. It's really like that, guys, right, Jay?
Yeah. Yeah.
The okra thing. The Bigo experience says Jojo bought 1,000 square meter farm lot in her hometown. It had eggplant growing on it. We let our family and neighbors rip it for free of charge. We're gonna go there, Big O, and get some eggplant on your land.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can't wait to start growing. I can't wait, man. It's been calling for me for all this time. Like, I need to get out there and start growing. And yeah, Sammy Harris, I'll definitely speak to you, but I don't go into battles about God. But no, we can definitely talk. We can definitely talk. I think it's the Holy Spirit moving upon you, but you'll see. Yeah.
Money is not the best. Okay, let me see.
But yeah. So it's a 2 hours and 19 minutes. Yeah, we probably end this in 3 hours. I see how much we. I pray to God for a church to accept me for who I am, and I've been praying since 2003. And 3 years ago, I got invited to a church, and I went, and it was a Filipino Christian church. Amen, amen, Gino, amen. But yeah, I'll be sure to do that. I'll be sure to. Cause the thing with YouTube, you got to separate channels. You know, I can't just turn around and just jump and start talking about God on the channel. It's gonna kill my channel. You get what I'm saying? So
No,
that's why I've never done it. Yeah.
Jay wanna create more topic about God, about all that information and separate channel, but he may be
Mhm.
uploading more video on that, and
Yeah.
then yeah.
Less videos on this. Yeah. Less videos here. You know, I'll start doing more videos on my exercise channel because it's all about bringing people to health too. And of course, the health. You know, to get to health, that God is involved in that. So it's you got a data site going on. No, I don't. I thought about having a dating site before, but I don't think I'm going to do that now. It's more important than things than dating. Trying to help somebody to find a date, you know.
Douglas
Yeah.
is because I have a farm in Laguna, San Pablo City. You guys have to visit. If there is a free okra there, we're gonna visit. I'm joking. We will get all your free vegetables. I'm just
Yeah,
it's not easy
yeah.
to
You
go
just think it's
around
joking.
right now,
Yeah, it's
Douglas,
not.
because right now we are still MECQ. We cannot even travel outside of we're like in the bubble outside of NCR because I
Later.
don't know. It's
See you
nice
later,
for
Panay.
Laguna, right? But we're MECQ right now. It's not easy to travel because they're like checkpoint.
Hmm.
Pinay Forever. The black your email is theblackfilipino@gmail.com. Pinay Forever. You can message him so we can. Still waiting for J and K to adopt me. As long as you don't eat, I know the professor doesn't eat a lot, so we will adopt you soon. He said
Yeah,
I eat
yeah, I know,
once a
right?
day.
Yeah, he
What
eat
is
once a
that?
day. Yeah. No, that's
I
good. That's
think we
good.
will consider that.
Yeah. I see. I'm gonna start doing that too, but I can't have Kay do that because I want Kay to have a baby, and it's not good for her to have a baby if she's fasting. You know, that's not good. You know, she has to have those. I don't know. I gotta look it up because it's probably a lie. Because you look
Well,
up things on.
the professor is still a baby. He has no hair, so he's still a baby. We will adopt you right now. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Actually, we want to have a baby, but Jay and I talking about not we don't like to adopt kids because
No,
I see a
no.
lot of
Hey.
people like going to Rapitulpo. Oh my gosh, that's my baby. 2 years, 10 years
Yeah.
later,
No.
15 years later, I'm gonna get my baby from you. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this kid already. And 10 years later, or 20 years later, or no, maybe like 10 years later, so the kid is still with you. Like, oh, I want to get my baby. I love my baby, and then what will gonna happen to you? You're gonna cry. Oh my gosh,
Hmm.
I rather be like wait until we have a baby, or
Of course, Kay. I mean, we haven't even really tried yet.
or,
Think
or
about it.
adapt, but the
We
professor
haven't
because
tried.
he's also a
Yeah.
baby. I'm joking.
Yeah. We haven't even tried yet. We haven't tried, but we're gonna
Good.
try it now.
Bye bye Pinay forever. She's going out there. But another
Yeah.
land. Oh, di ba
Yeah.
another
Actually,
land from Simple
I,
Acos.
I'm gonna end it at 2.5 hours. Actually, I'm gonna end it because it's already 12. I'm gonna end it 2.5 hours. I'm looking for beach land and a farm for business. If you guys have the money, you should take advantage of buying land. Yeah, no, we are simply, I guess. We can do it now. We have land already, but we want to get more land in the province because we
We
want
got
to.
it since 2018.
Yeah, we had a land since 2018, but we want to get different land and get a farm. Actually, I think we may get a farm where her sister's farm is. We may get something there, and then we may get something also away from there.
Yeah, actually,
And
my
we have,
sister,
yeah.
because we actually finished paying the land around 2018. That's the time, end of 2009. Last year. No, last
Mhm.
2020, right, Jay? We
Yeah,
finished paying it last
in the
December
2020.
2020.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and also we cannot go there back and forth. And we actually doesn't decide yet to stay in the province that time. But since of this pandemic, we decided to stay in the province for good.
Hmm.
My sister, my sister husband is able to find a land for my other sisters because they know that I have a land. They also want to buy a land for them as well. for only 36,000. It's 600. I think it's 300 square meters for 36,000 pesos.
Mhm.
300 square meters, guys. So my sister has 600 square meters for only like what 66,000, and she has
Mhm.
600 square meters already. And they're planting. I think they're trying to plant. What they trying to plant? I think ginger, or
Mhm.
banana, something like, I think banana. They're trying to plant banana there right now, and they're having harvest. They're harvesting it right now. So yeah.
Yeah. So it's our turn now. It's our turn to get up on it. We got to get the what do you call that? What do you call that, Kay? We got to get the green thumb. We got to get our green thumbs, and I want to have multiple green thumbs.
What's that?
So I would love to try. No, green thumb is when you plant. I would love to try subsistence living. I don't know what he's saying. I think I know what he's saying, but not one with the world. I would love to try substance living, but not one with the world. Okay, I think he's saying he wants to try that living, but not one with the world. Oh no, I understand what you're saying. I don't actually. I don't understand what you're saying because he spoke it wrong. What are you saying? Substance, watering loss. I don't know what you're talking about. It says subsistence living. Be not one with the world. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to have an expat farm to export back to their country. They can adjust. Oh man, yeah, right. But yeah, guys, I'm definitely gonna end. Also, yeah, but guys, anybody that wants to chop it up with me about anything, email me at blackfilipino@gmail.com. I'd love to chop it up with you. And yeah, thank you for having a live stream. I love talking with you guys. I actually look forward to this every weekend. Sustainable living. Yeah. Um, I love to chop it up with you guys like this every week. You know, definitely our home in Velasquez is almost finished, but we cannot visit until they left these to 1 to 2 week quarantine requirements. Yeah, that's the thing. And also, I think Big O, you talking about coming out here soon too. The time is coming. The time is coming. Everybody's looking to get out of the world, of the world in the West, and not even just the West. The world of how it is now, and things are changing, and you know, those times are coming. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching. And nice to have 3 house lanes now. I told my dad whatever he sees someone has for sales to let me know. The good thing about our country is you can pay it off little by little. Yep, that's true.
That's true.
But yeah, definitely we're gonna see you guys next week. Actually, I'm gonna add a live show in the middle of the week, and I want some people to participate. So, bro, I'm gonna contact you to Brofest, a couple other people, on to see about that. But yeah, guys, thank you for coming. See you all next week. Hopefully, the middle of the week. I don't know. Depends on how my work schedule is. And can't wait to see you. Let's do it again. Peace out.
I want to say bye bye. Jay,
Oh,
we're gonna
yeah,
end
say
right
bye.
away.
Say bye. I didn't end it yet. Good. Say bye.
Bye, guys. Just kidding. I want to say thank you to all the TDF members, and also the
Yeah.
for chatters, and also for the people who are always here answering the questions if sometimes we don't answer it, and to our moderator. He's always ready to say hi to everybody who's coming in, and always
Yeah.
ready to put the people time out who's giving really bad comments.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, and take care, simple ako, simple loco. Thank you so much for the super chat. And who else? Clip and Rue. Thank you, guys. I hope you're able to have a safe trip on October. Thank you, the Big O, and I think that's all. I just want to say something. That's it. Bye,
Mhm.
guys. Bye bye.
All right. See you guys later. Peace out.